Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and this is A Good Day to Die. Last we left off, I did the Journey Up Until Now video. So if you want to know what's going on, watch that video. So let's go ahead and just dive right in.
Nice segue.
It's a real thing.
I did the recap last
It's a
time.
real thing that happened. I did a whole 12-minute video recap.
And I watched it. Listened to
We got a
it.
video?
And learned some things, apparently, that I missed.
Isn't that funny how that works?
I need my own camera.
Also, me and Delaney switch sides.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, now Delaney is on my side and Berta is on Max's side.
So we're taking sides? I don't want to put sides.
And Nationwide is on your side. Not
Hey,
But we could be! Give us money! Anyway, we're starving! Anyway, we need better microphones. And cameras. And ceiling. Anyway.
We actually need someone that can be good at text.
Don't look
too.
behind the scenes. Never look behind the scenes.
Ignore the man behind the curtain. So, to give a very short recap on what's be going on, you had just went through the pipe maze, had just went into the steam room, had fought the Mephits, had went up the stairs, had solved the trap with the caustic gas. And be honest with me, are you still at level 4? Have I given you XP for that encounter?
No.
No.
Okay, I need to do that. I'll do it at the end of the night. You're not getting a long rest, so it's fine. Just remind me of that. I'm going to get everybody their XP
People
for
had
that.
the bounce, so we just...
Yeah.
I was under the impression we were level 4.
We are.
Yes.
We are currently level 4.
I'm asking, are you flat level 4 or have already given
Flat
you
level
XP?
4.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all here. We're on the same page.
Yeah, my brain's this way and you went this way.
And I waved to it as I passed.
Oh, God. Take it back.
So,
Squishy.
as you're at the top of the stairs, you went into the room where you found a chest with some hidden items therein. As you're kind of divvying up through your items, you find the magical rope and you're kind of like learning how it works, like telling it which way to go and tie knots into itself and things like that. Perry, your bag begins to shake. You see Burn is in your bag. One eye is missing out of his skull, laying off to the side, and he looks up at you with his good eye and he says, "Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out of here!
Robbie likes to explore.
Get him out of my skull!"
That's a problem.
Wait!
I just look over.
He's digging! What do I gotta do? He's scratching! Get him out!
I reach
Is
over.
he in the skull?
Do you just put the eye back?
Yeah.
When you like shake the skull, the eye pops back out and Robbie sticks his head out from the socket and begins to
That
look around.
is very disconcerting.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry it bothers you, he says.
I bet you didn't see it. Ow. I reach over and I tentatively start to pull Robbie out.
So as you grab the ferret, you begin to pull, and it's surprising how much ferret like begins to feed out of this eye socket. Yeah, until it's like bottom half comes out, and it's like. Just,
I'm like, he's okay, right?
I'm not an item to be traded.
He's liquid.
I don't know what to do with a ferret.
Could you do me a favor? Could you put that back in here, please? The eye. Yeah, that one. Oh, with your bear. Oh, ow. You see it like swirl, and he's like, I can't blink.
No eyelids. Here.
Hi. You must be
Why are
the
you
ugly
in
one of the
his
group.
bag?
Why are you in my bag?
Because you all jumped in the sewer, the sewage drain started spiraling me around, and I just happened to find myself in there. The ferret pulled me in.
Last time we saw you, you were...
So Robbie saved you.
Saved. Yeah, that's the word. Thanks. Yeah, very much the same way the crab saved me. Oh, do you need an update? He says, looking at you. Did you not watch the last video? Do you not know where we are?
He's not doing the grunts. I can't tell if he's saying yes or no.
Can someone else take me? He's just staring into my eyes and it's making me
Yes.
uncomfortable. Oh,
What?
no, your hands are clammy.
I mean, stop that.
I'm still playing with the robe.
So,
Oh, my bad. I just hold him up by the hair. So what
He
is
has no hair.
it is just a skull.
I just hold him
With
up.
eyes.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Doesn't answer.
I don't know.
Well,
Oh, we found the smart one.
Do we put him back in the same...
So, if I remember
Bag
right,
of
we
fair?
got the caustic gas trap.
Correct.
I have the joint.
Yes.
Okay. What spell is that?
It functions like a fog cloud spell. So it's 20 by 20 area.
Fog cloud.
Yes, it's 20 by 20 area. It lasts for 1d6 rounds, and it does 1d6 points of acid damage for every round spent in it.
Were you not part of that sorcerer wizard person's stuff?
this is what derails the game.
Yeah, like, his eyes slowly look over at you and he goes, can someone translate?
I say, you were the sorcerer's familiar. The snake folk.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with her.
Are you?
You asked me to
I
translate.
thought you belong to her. Do you not?
He goes, sure.
Did we not give this back to her? Like,
We
Yeah,
did.
you should totally
and-
give it back to her. Just like, put me in a pouch, preferably a dry one, preferably one that doesn't have a ferret in it, and then take me back.
Why do you
all
want back
out
to
of
her?
dry
so bad?
pouches.
Just drop him back in the sewer.
I am, but... he's upside down, he's like,
Unless you can give us a compelling reason to just bring you with us.
Listen, I didn't ask to be helped.
Okay?
Yeah, you can leave me here if you want. I'm effectively immortal. You're doing me no favors. I am the one that can help you, specifically him. So, why don't you ask your cloven-hoofed friend over there if he wants me here or not?
Are you gonna goad him into it?
So I've been waiting for this
Is
to
this
happen.
what you've been putting up with?
Yeah,
Is that a raptor?
yeah. You're more surprised about the raptor instead of the frogman?
Here, Doc.
I know what a gripply is.
You can throw it.
Do it.
Mechanically, it does 1d4 damage if you throw it, like as a weapon, but he takes no damage.
I'm gonna just kind of gently chuck it at him.
Why are you doing that?
I'll let it hit the floor and then pick it
Oh,
up.
God. The floor is filthy. We're in a sewer.
Or a skull.
That is hurtful.
Uh-huh.
I
Cloven
am
hoof
a
is also
talking
hurt.
head. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have a jabberjaw jawbone, so who's talking now?
Maybe if you
I
passed your
hate the
knowledge
truth.
arcana to...
His mouth opens and it begins to repeat that message, and it's almost as if he can't help it. It repeats the message and goes,
No one asked you to do that.
You're right.
That was an invasion of privacy. You put your finger in my mouth again, I'm gonna bite it.
That was the message that
I
we
just
heard.
throw him up and put it.
Oh, okay, I thought you threw him down the stairs. That long hallway that you came down. Everyone loves to sleep.
He gets a rolling start and just.
Real quick, the message that plays again is the same one that we heard initially.
Yes.
With
No other message has been
With your
recorded.
master's voice.
Yeah.
Where were you in the
In the same place that I was before. Oh, the jawbone was somewhere else there. It was somewhere different than me. I have no idea where the jawbone was.
How did you get detached from your jawbone?
The crabs stole me. Yeah, they can't apparently turn me into a shell if my jawbone's attached. By the way, do you know what the back of a hermit crab looks like? That was in my head.
Did it taste bad?
Like raw fish. It was soft, like.
Stop. You're making me hungry.
No, don't. No. You know, it is cute though. Whenever he grows too big for the shell, they all switch places until they find the one that fits.
They form a couple.
Yeah,
I have no chicken, so that chicken hit my good.
it's a thing we know about hermit crabs.
Alright, well, I guess we have a new companion.
What languages
I know. Hang on a sec.
I am familiar with 6 million forms of communication.
including much?
You can only speak to one. Sorry, I had to run the shirt.
Says, I know 4.
Oh, thanks. I fell into this alien kitchen. He doesn't take fall damage or damage from being thrown.
It doesn't
But I do
hurt.
get motion sick.
I point him away.
Sewage comes out like just
Rafi was in that. You might
and
think
fur and ferret poop.
My dog was in
I speak Common, Aklo, Draconic, and Infernal.
In Aglo, I say why Aglo?
He says, because my master spoke Aklo. He says that in Aklo.
It's my mother's tongue, which is impressive.
I had his mother's tongue.
I fell against the wall.
That was a good setup.
I shoot out my tongue to catch it before it.
Oh, gross!
Do you want me to do
Swallow
a
it
reflex?
whole?
Reflex save? On that, or-
If you want, sure.
Shit, just let him catching it.
I mean,
So like he hits the wall, your tongue sticks to the wall and hits the floor.
Oh, gross. He's just looking up at it.
I pick up my toe.
You just licked a sewer wall.
I was a crustacean's backpack for decades, and you want to stick your tongue on me? It'd be the most action I've gotten in a long time.
Hey-oh!
So which door are we trying next?
what is happening?
Can I like see while he figures out what door, sort of see if I can like mount him onto my shoulder in some way?
Sure.
It's gonna be a 2.
You make like a neat little harness for him, and he's just kind of like.
Yeah, where he can still talk.
Thanks. This is great.
But
This is
instead
great.
of his.
Do you want the satchel instead?
Are you effectively a 2-headed creature?
Yes, I could be.
My God.
You're a talking head. I'm a talking head.
Mechanically, you have +2 to your perception now.
Putting that on there.
Is it like a shoulder
What door
slide?
do we go through?
So, if you recall, which you may or may not,
There's a door that is more frequently used halfway down.
out of the steam room, there is a staircase that ascends up 20 feet. Halfway through, there's a door to the left. 2/3 of the way through, there's a door to the right. And then there's the door you went through, which is the chamber that holds
And the door to the left.
the
was
fun box.
More frequently used.
The door to the left? Yes.
Just draw that out completely.
We're all very impressed.
Hey, thanks. I did. Never remember crap like that. But my wife's birthday, sure, that was Saga sometime.
You don't know your wife's birthday?
That's bad.
Oh my gosh.
I do know my wife's birthday.
What is it?
August the 25th. I'm not going to give the exact year.
Head joke. Not on camera. Not on camera.
So anyways,
Ooh.
left or right?
Left.
The barbarian has spoken.
Show it shall be.
So from the
Or
steam
follow
room
you then.
to the
Oh, steam room's left.
From the steam.
if we go up the staircase from the steam room.
Yes, but you'd be going back, and if you go back, then you'd be going left would take you
No, we go to the right.
towards the east.
Going back towards the right.
Right. So if you're going back and you go towards the right, then that is
Correct.
the most frequently used door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Left.
Opening the door.
Stop.
When the door does open, you get this rush of cool, humid air. And it's that kind of briny smell of the brackish water that is flowing through what you see out before you to be a canal. This canal has a small bridge that crosses it. This bridge is constructed out of what looks to be old wood, like maybe driftwood or planks from a ship or something like that. Crudely constructed, extending out the 10 feet to be able to cross the small canal. Where you stand, it's about 20 feet across and about 10 feet high. This is a hewn stone water system. The top of this tunnel is completely round, the walls are rounded, and you feel that this is meant to be an overflow for flooding, like if a storm were to come in or something to that effect. This massive tunnel extends out to the right. When you look down that way, you do see that it forks. A bridge at the very end right before the fork, then past it, it forks to the left and to the right, and then it does continue on in a much more narrow canal that drops down into what looks to be like a small little waterfall. You can't hear it, you can't see it, but you can hear it down there where the drop-off is. Looking to the left, the canal extends out and then turns to the right. Turning to the right, you can't see anything past that, and the brick wall on the far side does have a single door.
We don't have to cross the bridge.
No, there are walkways on either side. There are 5-foot walkways on either side of the canal. So if you were to cross the bridge, you can walk along the walkway on that side, as well as the side that you're on.
I have much more confidence in walkways on this side than the bridge. I'd say yeah.
I'd say yeah.
Can I look at the bridge to see like how good it is?
So you step out, turn to your right, you walk over to the bridge. Roll me either a perception check or a knowledge engineering.
That is a 22 perception.
With a 22 perception, it looks sturdy, like upkept. Like this was meant for people to walk on, and it is tied off and fixed to the stone. So it looks solid. Even though the wood itself is reused, it seems somebody was very meticulous about the pieces that they picked to construct the bridge out of.
I trust the walkway.
Excellent.
Excellent. Also, I know everything that I described is a little chaotic and scattered, so if you need confirmation or anything, you can ask questions.
So across the bridge is a split block.
If you cross the bridge, you are in that same tunnel. You're just on the other side of the canal. Yeah. So there's nothing that you can see on that side that you can't already get to from this side.
Well, I tentatively set a foot on one of the planks, put my weight on it.
Solid.
The same sound that history.
It did.
Alright, I start to cross the bridge.
You cross the bridge.
I crossed the bridge! Okay.
I also crossed the bridge with Leon.
I will also cross the bridge.
We've had better.
Riveting stuff. Real riveting stuff here, guys.
Well, it's not
We
like
will-
Does the boy cross the bridge? We may never know.
No, I still party.
Don't you know?
I would stay on this side of the bridge.
Andy,
Oh, great, great. Your skull can keep me company when you die.
I try the door to see if it's locked.
The door is would be on the side that you just came from, and it is on the far end of the hall. So crossing the
Oh, okay,
bridge
okay,
prevents you from getting to that door.
I checked the proceed to see if
As you begin to walk down that hallway, the rest of your companions, where you left them, you walk down for about 60 feet to where the canal makes an immediate right turn. When you do so, you hear this like slow shifting noise, and you hear this deep. There are ever-burning torches that light probably every 10 feet down this tunnel. So it is well lit, if not with a deep blue, spooky ambiance kind of lighting.
so, 2 things.
Yeah.
First of all, can I sort of move slowly and like actively check to see if there's any dangers ahead?
Well, No, you can't now because you've already proclaimed that you went to the door. And
Also,
I'm
I
telling
have
you what you
dark
see.
vision.
Well, yes, but it's well lit. Because there are ever burning torches every 10
Well,
feet that
no.
give off a creepy ambient blue glow.
Yes. There.
Maybe this will clear things up for y'all a little bit.
Oh no.
So the rest of you are to the north. Anyone watching, our viewers, everyone else is up here. Berta proclaimed that he began walking towards the door, and it would be here by the time you saw it.
What door did we come from?
You came out this door and then turned this way. The rest of your companions went up and crossed the bridge.
Oh,
Yeah, so they are on this walkway.
I would not have.
Yeah, so Amos, when you said that you tried to get to the door, you would not be able to
Okay.
from that
Right
walkway.
there. All right.
Yeah, so everyone is on this walkway. Berta is now here. As you turn the corner, you see a giant black and purple ooze. It is on the far side of the canal, and it is just kind of like blissfully shifting in a very slow, methodical pace in that area. It doesn't seem to be, it is here, by the way. It doesn't seem to be doing anything aggressive or mischievous. It just seems to be shifting in that little square there, just doing its own thing. Dungeoneering, actually. Uh-huh.
I don't have training in dungeon.
Okay.
However, I
Uh-huh.
rolled a nat 20.
With a nat 20, I'll give it to you. But I'm not letting you ask any questions.
Fair.
This is an undead ooze. This creature appears as a large, undulating mass of black goo from which rotted and broken bones protrude. When an ooze moves across the grave of restless and evil souls, a transformation takes place. The malevolent spirit, still tied to the rotting flesh, is consumed by the ooze, melds with the ooze. The result is a creature filled with hatred of the living and an intelligence and cunningness not normally known among its kind. So, as this thing is shifting in place, you knowing that, you feel like there's something like methodical about what it's doing. It's not just blissfully drifting in the dungeon because that's what oozes do. You being armed with the knowledge that this thing probably has a malevolent intelligence to it gives you a feeling that it knows you're there and it's just kind of chilling.
So, would I know? Not a question. Would I know that this one has been transformed?
This is an undead ooze. It is that thing.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's a transformed version.
Yes, it is not just an ooze. It is an undead ooze.
Neat. So I would sort of stop.
You see it, Rebelbone. Get that thing away from me. Do not go over there.
Silence is Hey, Damon, I would not turn the corner.
Why was over there?
Something that would eat your flesh.
I peek around the corner.
So,
Hold on. I rolled stealth.
Hey, Damon.
This is
let's
my-
go around the corner.
Rolls for stealth.
Damon immediately
Full
goes
armor.
around.
Not full armor, I'm only wearing your breastplate.
Sorry.
Only
Still
a
a
breastplate.
negative.
Yep, -4.
5? 5. Plus this next one.
-2. So,
Wasn't a 1.
That I'm gonna stone. I know it doesn't
We're
really
just
matter.
gonna watch Damon eat it.
It's a nat 20, makes that 35. I might go the other direction. I'm taking.
I have an
Rayado.
idea.
I take Rayado with me. and
Where'd
we
you go?
home.
The raptor disappeared too.
It all accumulates to how much?
A -2.
So, you start walking that way, your armor. Everybody's like, Damon, what do you do? Don't go around the corner, Damon. You're like, it's fine, guys, I'm stealthing. When you look around the corner,
Eye contact.
you see the thing come to a complete stop, and it freezes. Where it was churning and bubbling, undulating and shifting, it now has come to a complete halt. As you begin to go back around the corner, it shifts and begins to charge you, and I will need an initiative roll from the party.
I'd like to start my 3-part apology.
I hope to me.
Everybody.
Damon, don't
This will
turn
be
around
the
corner.
first
My
skill
child.
count.
Where was that?
I'll tell you where it's not.
Safe.
What was it? Fog cloud vial, not a cloud kill vial.
Perry.
18.
Damon.
25.
Because fog cloud doesn't do that.
Ragnar.
8.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that it functions like that, except...
Oh, this one doesn't.
Oh, you
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't change it on all of them.
I'm sorry, Ragnar.
8. What's wrong?
It doesn't change it on all of them.
Manzarek.
Oh.
And Dr. Isaac.
What's it doing?
Apparently I didn't do everything.
That's it.
11 CC. What?
You didn't.
It didn't change the name properly. That's okay. It's fine.
She said, wow, Perry's looking a little different tonight.
Oh, I know what I didn't do. I know, understand.
It's so fun.
Fun part, as this thing begins to shift and move directly towards you, Damon, you are first to go on the initiative.
Run, 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 run.
I turn around. Run!
No.
Not to you.
Oh.
You're
To
not
the-
on that side.
To
You're
the
not
rest of
behind
the
me.
party that's 60 feet that way.
Uh-huh. And I'm looking at the opposite direction. So I move 20 feet.
Oh.
Actually, 40 feet if I'm going to run.
Boop-a-doop. All right.
And that's my...
Okay. Perry,
Yes.
Where am I?
you are.
This way.
If you rush this way, it will take you 10 feet to get here.
I go across the bridge.
Yes, you may. That will be 10 feet to cross the bridge.
That will move additional
20 puts you here.
okay, an additional 30 feet then.
So Perry is now here. All right. Manzarek.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Perry's. What he's doing. I'm just gonna be right behind him.
Frogger.
Do you double move?
Yeah.
Which is 60 feet? That puts,
I moved right out of order.
yeah. That will put you here. Because you stated you went to the other end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I compensated, so it takes you twice the movement to get to me. Oh, I'm sorry. You were there.
Yes.
Manzarek is here. All right, do you take any actions?
No, that'd be it.
Dr. Tone.
I am going to hold an action. If the ooze happens, I'm not going to do that. That's always ooze. I'm going to ready a new thing I have called a bomb.
Okay.
And
explosive.
if the ooze moves to the corner, I have the range. I'm just gonna throw the ball.
You may. Reaching into your cloak, you brandish a small round vial. Everyone sees him do this, and it has two different colored liquids in it, separated by a very thin barrier, and you're just like. And I imagine Perry and Manzarek, who can see, were like, "What is that? And where did you find it?"
Where can I get it?
Oh, it's right here. But if I hand you the vial, it becomes a name because it uses my own personal magic.
Yeah. Perry, I'm sorry, only Dr. Tone sees this. When you draw the small round vial from your cloak, you see the ooze begin to shift towards Damon, but when Damon took off running, of course, going as he does, it stops, and it just kind of shifts back to where it was. And now, you're all effectively out of combat.
In my defense, I am not wearing full armor. I'm just wearing.
You got a -2 in your stealth.
You got a -2, my guy. You're covered in pots and pans.
The good
No,
news
I
is
just
if
happen
the
to-
pot's on your back, it reflects any bullets.
So I
Don't.
can trade the pot for.
Pot shot.
Hey, oh.
A small, mysterious white substance.
Like, why?
What do y'all do?
What are y'all
Really?
running from? Really?
There is some sort of ooze back there.
Do we need to kill it as I start?
We know what you need.
Killing it.
As I need to
Kill it.
walk this way
And kill it.
and I
This
stop
way.
right here and say, if you lure it around, smash it.
If you lure it, it will come.
That's what I said.
I need to look up something.
Neat. I'm just gonna keep walking as if it's not there around the corner.
Well, that's creepy.
I will do the same. Heading toward.
The moment people started moving around, I would say, "Oh, by the way, that's an undead ooze. It is malevolently, whatever, intelligent." I go, "Bleh, ooze.
Hurt.
I can later."
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I did in a dream once. It was weird.
There's a door over there.
Yes.
Yeah, start walking towards the door.
The one
All right.
kind of fast.
Does the whole party walk toward the door?
The only people that aren't on the side with the door would be Damon. Great. And Ragnar.
So I'm gonna take it that it's not moving towards them from them being there.
Correct.
You're wanting to go in that door.
Can I do a perception to see if there's anything else over there other than
You may.
Roll well, please.
Give me 30.
With a 30, you do see there's a smattering of humanoid bones on that side. But every so often, you see the ooze will just listfully grab one and lazily suck it into itself. And as it begins to move and shift around, you'll see a piece drop out. So it's as if it's in this constant cycle of picking up and dropping bones. But part of you thinks that anything organic, it's probably already eaten, or anything else, it's probably inside of it. You may. That is the safest door you have ever seen. You know that beyond that door, there are no other traps. This place, this house is clear.
What is
Poltergeist.
Guys, this door
Or
is
Ace
completely
Ventura.
safe. No traps.
That's
here.
where I went.
Opening the door, you see a room completely empty.
And
say?
It is 10 by 20. So it is a long, narrow room with nothing therein. With the exception on, if you're facing the far wall, on the left corner, there is a door.
That we're saying.
As you step into the room, right, you feel this kind of like sense of, you hush. You hush. You feel this sense of vertigo wash over you. And your stomach kind of sinks, and you feel like as if you've missed a step. When you stop, you turn and look, and the door is no longer behind you. The room expands almost limitlessly into all directions. And the only thing that separates your line of vision from the far wall are these barriers that seem to rise up out of the ground as if they're shifting and like phasing into reality. It's not like they out of the ground. It's as if they were there or they weren't there and now they are, and you're not sure when that happened. And I will need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. With a 10, as you look around and you feel this like sense of, I'm lost. Where am I? What am I doing here? You take 4 points of damage as you feel your skin begin to burn in this like tingling, painful sensation that washes over you from head to toe. We're going to go ahead and keep the same initiative score because I don't feel like re-rolling it when nothing happened with the old one. And you are stuck in that room for now.
Question. Are
Yes.
we able to see him just inside the door?
You,
Like obviously not me, but like
not
he
you,
just
no.
stepped inside
But
the
because
door.
Manzarek and Dr. Tone are standing there, you see Perry walk into the room. He steps about 10 feet in, and then he stops, and you see him looking around confused. You can roll me a sense motive to gain anything off of that.
It counts, I guess.
Okay.
Rules question.
Mhm.
I can't find anything online. Thrown splash weapons.
Yes.
It says I have a range of 20. Usually with a ranged attack, you can go double the range increment for -2 penalty for every time you go past it.
Mhm.
It's not saying anything I can do that with a thrown weapon. Specifically a thrown splash weapon.
I think it's a -2 for every 5 feet
It's a 5 feet or every range.
with a throw.
I think it goes to. I think there's 2 range increments, and then it's after that it's every 5. I think.
I have my son's motivating. I'm sorry.
Well, it's better than his, I hope.
Probably.
I hope they're all the same.
Probably not.
So it's only
They're close.
Yeah, no, I'm very close with that.
No, 16.
He's been against it.
Hot. Hot.
Because I'm in class, I double up on the ranks into new skills. But I'm much more. I can do a lot more things. Such as perception.
As someone who is also multi-classing,
I don't know why I'm going to say multi-classing.
Do me a favor,
Yeah.
double check, because I would assume there is a limit to how far you can throw something even with those negatives because of your strength modifier.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I wanted a rules clarification before I started doing stuff like that. Sense motive, I'm higher than him. I'm at a 16.
With a 16, Perry is confused. You don't know why he's confused, but he was making a beeline for that door, and then he stopped and began to look around. And you do see him even look at you dead on, and it's almost like he doesn't see you. He has a 1,000-mile stare, and then you see him wince in pain. Isn't it?
I thought so.
Isn't these things that I've thrown at you in like sequential order neat?
perception by identification?
You may perceive identification.
Is it my turn in the initiative?
No.
Okay, it is the range increment. Thrown weapons have a maximum of 5 range increments. The range that projectile has.
Okay.
Damon, you're first
So
on
I
the
can throw
initiative.
it 100.
You really back to that other side and get behind. Start getting.
So you're gonna go around this way?
Yeah.
And what's your max movement?
20. Well, 40 if I run. But I don't move straight on.
You're here.
So,
So double move puts you there. Do you take any other actions? Parry. Yes.
Is it a wisdom roll?
It is a wisdom.
17. Wisdom or will?
Or wisdom saving. So
We'll see.
will save. Yeah, I'm sorry. Will save. 17 with a will save.
Will that say?
What have I done?
It's a 25 on here. I don't know what to tell you guys.
With a 17, you take a moment and you're like, no, this isn't right. You turn and you walk in the direction that you remember it being. You get to the other side, extending your hand out, and you pass through these walls as if they don't exist. And you touch the wooden door on the other side, and as you do so, this illusion fades from around you.
We go to our car. See what
You may.
it's at.
Is combat still
I'm sorry?
Is combat still going?
Yes, because he is still in the room.
Oh,
13.
Can we move Perry off of the board?
Do you take any other actions?
I attempt to open that.
You do. Opening that door, you see that there is a small hallway, 5 by 10 feet, extending out before you, and then there is another door on the far side. Yeah.
I moved and I standard action.
Okay. Once you realize that this room is not what it seems whatever magics had been affecting you have vanished, and you are no longer taking damage.
Okay.
Not quite sure how that works, but it's a thing.
Neat.
Manzarek.
Emotional dash.
I go, you want Rihanna.
Stepping into the room, I will need a will save.
For both of us? Or just me?
Yes.
For both of you.
Nat 1 for me,
Wonderful. Oh, one.
and a 7 for you.
You see Rihanna and Manzarek like kind of watch you, and it's in that moment where you look back through the door you had come through and you make eye contact with them. Manzarek steps into the room and you see his big, bulbous frog eyes get wide as he begins to look around. Rihanna, like being his animalistic self and fueled on instincts, more is like, I'm gonna stick close to this guy. And he just like shifts close to you without really understanding what's happening. And when you get into this, you see the same thing. The doors disappear. It extends, elongates. Reality begins to shift. You have no idea what's going on. You take 3 points of damage.
Gosh.
And Riato takes 1. As you feel that same burning sensation seep into your mucousy skin.
Did you take
Not slimy. Do you take any actions? Wonderful. Dr. Tone.
Has he used Blob?
Uzi Blob. Uzi Blob.
Because I've not gone through the magical effects, can I roll anything for that?
For what's happening?
Yes.
You can roll an Archon.
Spellcraft?
That's not what he said.
It isn't. Maybe 16.
With a 16, you would be able to identify that this is some sort of illusionary maze. An illusionary maze is typically something that you can cast on a person, and when you do so, they are lost kind of in their own mind. Where the world around them is normal and they're acting normally, they can't see or fathom what's going on. However, something is hurting them, making this a higher level and more difficult to discern trap.
So I know the spell that's going on is illusionary maze.
Correct.
The
there's
damage is caused from maybe a different source.
Correct. Yeah. Which you can't quite put your finger on.
Can I check the door frame itself
You may
for like traps or any sort of triggering devices?
give me a perception check.
I can do that. Adding 4. 15.
With a 15,
I see. Continue as a level 4.
you examine the door frame and you just kind of like look it over, but you can't discern anything from it.
So my new rope,
Mm-hmm.
and I will do this on my next turn because I'm realizing I'm running out of actions very quickly. Do I still have, I guess, standard swift? Do I have a move action to draw
Yes.
the rope? I have now drawn the rope. My plan is to wrap a rope around them and tell it to go to the other side where Barry is.
You may.
And say, hey, grab the rope. Actually, have it tied to him because that's the thing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Lasso him or
Yeah.
Do you take any actions?
I have no more actions to take.
The ooze oozes. Ragnar.
Y'all might hate me. I'm gonna jump to the other side.
Roll that acrobatics check.
How do you do that again? You said it's 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not good. Acrobatics, you say?
Mm-hmm.
21.
21.
So
from a dead
it's
standstill.
minus 10.
Okay.
Well,
So
he's got a front. Are you jumping that way?
he's jumping this way.
No.
Oh, you got a running start?
Yeah.
Okay, no, he has a running start.
No, I'm going this way because
right.
y'all were obviously over there.
So that's a running start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're good.
I'm not
So-
able to see that little walkway.
What
so-
did you get?
21.
21. He only needed 10, right? And he did that then. So you run, you do this neat little barbarian jump, and you slide to the other side.
And then I walk to the door.
You see Manzarek and Riato in there, and they look confused.
Through the door.
Stepping in the door, I'll need a will save.
Yes. Not a 1. I couldn't see but one of them. It's a 13.
You step into the door. Reality begins to shift. Things begin to go sideways. You take a single point of damage. By the way, it's acid damage if that matters.
It does.
Do you take any actions?
It does.
Okay. Damon.
Move up another 40 feet.
You are directly in front of the door. You see Ragnar, Riato, and Manzarek standing in this relatively small room, looking confused and hurt.
Since motive.
You may.
No.
16.
Everyone is confused and hurt.
I turn back to Dr. Isaac. What's going on?
They're in a mind maze. You see me like lassoing a rope.
I imagine you're just kind of like, they're in a mind maze. And the roguelike begins to make its way towards me.
Burn trumpet!
What?
I don't have lips.
What can I do?
You still made a trumpet sound.
What can I do?
Don't walk in there unless you think your mind is very fortuitous. In character, a way of saying, make a good will save and you can walk through.
Do you mean fortified?
Sure.
Unless you're,
It's not very
unless you're asking
fortuitous.
how lucky I'm feeling.
It doesn't translate well from accent.
It's not fortis, it's fortuitous.
Oh, my bad.
Can I have one of your bodies when you die?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You already have
You may
one.
not want it.
So I watch.
No one else does. Yuck, yuck,
I
yuck,
watch
yuck, yuck.
anxiously, and I wait
So I'm
for
acting-
someone to come close enough to the door for me to grab them.
You may. All right, top of the round.
Direct this out. I'm sorry, Mr.
He was the top.
Second top of the round.
I walked through the door.
Yes.
The new door.
Hi, Anchor.
You go the 10 feet into the other room.
I just want to make it right.
No, you've made everyone else's life hard. Let me move this over here so you can't see all the maps that I have.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I felt bad for going ahead and triggering the ooze spawn fight, so I appreciate you for making me not the worst. Not the worst.
To be determined.
The last time you did something like this, we became pirates, so you know.
That is very true. I mean, we didn't help, but that is very true.
It was fun though.
It was?
You just made like a
I
whole
would
month's
not.
worth
AJ
of...
would not have been the character he was if it wasn't for the fact that you guys were pirates. I made him like a chipmunk.
A chipmunk.
He lived on an island of monkeys too, which makes that even better. We're the chipmunks.
I hate everything about that.
If we didn't laugh, we would cry.
Oh my god.
Yes, keep grabbing them. More, I say. More.
And those are
Do I
right.
see those?
Oh yeah.
Do they see him?
More importantly, they see you.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's not bueno.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, don't tell me.
Stop it.
What's my? I have a passive stealth, right?
You always bring us to the nicest places, GM. This one has
Fantastic
pillars.
views.
It's got green lava, pillars, and pee.
Stepping into this room,
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I saying this right? Is that who I think it is?
you see.
Oh, that's where we're supposed to go. You're welcome.
You see a room that looks like it's meant for overflow to dump out into kind of a drainage area. This large pool in the center is being fed by a constant flow beneath another wall, as if water is flowing directly into this room aggressively from that far wall. 6 pillars extend up to the ceiling and ever-burning torches line the room. However, there are 2 braziers in this room that illuminate and burn with a cold fire. This cold fire, unlike the eerie blue glow from the ever-burning torches, burns with a deep green. You see 4 men standing on the far side of the room. Each one of these men standing in what looks to be a glowing sigil. Each one of them holding a dagger in their hands with their eyes closed. There is this deep chanting as you see the handsome stranger from when you first teleported outside of Drimport and met your companions. The handsome stranger dressed in his ostentatious clothing, ostentatious, ostrich Jesus, clothing. His black hair slicked back and his impeccable groomed face concentrating as his hands extended. You see the electric blue kobold leaning against the wall, and he looks very bored. You open the door, not saying that you rolled a stealth, you just, oh yeah, into the room. You see the handsome stranger stop the incantation, and he turns to regard you. The blue kobold just kind of, hey, wait! My son! The one that I manifested from nothing! The handsome stranger looks down at the blue kobold, and then he looks at you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be here.
Nonsense. The door shuts behind you.
And
Question.
with my standard action, I'll say,
Oh, yes. Allow me to roll them into the initiative before I just start cutscening stuff.
Does the handsome stranger have an eye patch? Do I
Eye patch?
have that?
No, the only one that has an eye patch is Meryl's little kid.
He's not
He's
that
like-
kid.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot you.
and slam the eye patch. Ooh. Flappy swallow. I like that one.
Oh, yeah. She goes, he's got 0 survival instincts, and I said absolute 0. It's ice cold in there, you know what I mean? Oh, what?
So the rest of us have to
find
cross
monkeys
a
from
mind
the-
maze.
What's the west?
Dude, at least he's not a team.
Right. That might be
I
easy.
will.
That might be easy. Oh, just +5?
Yeah.
Those are words. Use them louder.
Sorry, my computer just had a
I
seizure.
saw that from here.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That
Not that I
was.
can see your
that
screen,
looked like
so
an-
I saw the glowing
I believe you.
User error, usually.
I believe
Yeah, that's a
you.
dangerous position for me.
I can't. I literally can't.
I just want
I literally can't even.
I can't even. I
That's
put
why
on.
my hit points are in the eye. What?
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 I did. Can I unhear you? Can I go back?
No.
I take back that perception roll.
Doctor. Turn back time.
I could turn back time.
No, that doesn't count.
Okay.
He missed it. Dang it.
I heard
He's
it.
ignoring it.
Anyway, you open the door.
I opened the door last time.
Yes, yes.
That's important.
Right. Stepping into this room, you see them look at you, Thrym expressing, "My son!" and the handsome stranger tilting his head curiously.
Sorry, I'm not supposed to be here. I should see myself out. I didn't use this building.
Why don't you do that?
I do.
Can he still see you?
Boogity boogity.
There's a non-0% chance
Little less
that
of
he
me,
can't still see you.
babysitter.
It's based on your attack not damaging him at all. And no one faints.
I feel like if I tell you this guy's name,
Probably, but we will eventually hear it.
I didn't give him the name.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna be fine.
Oh,
Who gave him the name?
that's somehow worse.
It's your world.
Was it
Yeah, this
someone-
is not. This is a homebrew campaign in every way. What?
Who gave him the name?
I didn't make up the creatures.
It's not-
Anyway, he's a named creature. Anyway,
Means he's in the books.
you are now invisible. Thrym goes, "My son! I killed him!" He looks up at the handsome stranger. What did That's it?
That's all I got.
Okay.
Can't walk away.
Manzarek,
Feels bad, man.
Will save.
you may. Will you?
It's gonna be a 16.
With a 16. Sorry, I'm gonna readjust everything here. With a 16,
And Rayado got a 14.
you kind of like, once it begins to hurt, you're like, ah, and you shake it off. You look around and you see Dr. Tone kind of extending his hand out, and you see the snake rope snaking up, right? Looking through the other door, you see Perry disappear, but you are unable to see what is beyond the door. But you do realize everything around you was an illusion. Rayado, however, does not know what's up, so he is sticking close to you and he is confused.
Okay. Once the rope gets. How close is the rope to being invisible?
He still has it in his hand.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is 10 feet from you.
Okay. I move. How far is the door? Now that I know it's.
The door from you is 10 feet away.
Okay. I kind of like push Rayado and move forward out of the room.
So it is 10 feet to the door, 10 feet across the hallway.
Okay.
Is that where you go?
Yeah.
Okay. That will put you here. As you attempt to step into the room, however, you bump into something.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
I do say you can move through friendly squares, so you can allow him to pass you if you'd like. Okay.
How generous.
Stepping into the room, you kind of like walk in and you come to an abrupt stop as you see those 4 men standing at the far end with the daggers in hand. They are dressed in very similar attire to the pirate group that had beset you earlier. You see the handsome stranger once again and the elusive blue kobold. What? I turned him into a frog! Oh my god!
Oh my! Oh sweet summer child!
He has more smarts than me.
That's not a high bar.
Wow.
I don't say anything. I just
Bang
look around
bang,
the room.
shots fired.
And look like, what are the
Am I getting the stink eye from a frog?
That's my turn.
All right.
No, he's just swallowing.
Dr. Tone.
It's a very niche medical.
I know.
I appreciate you.
Dr. Tone.
I have 2 options.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Only. Are you in or out?
Are you black or you
I
white?
walk into it.
Okay.
It's only a 14.
With a 14, you quickly realize what's happening as the room shifts around you, and you're like, no, this is not real, but you are unable to help it. As everything begins to twist in form.
Do I still see right now?
No, you are alone.
I'm invisible?
It's burning?
No. What?
It's burning.
Oh, yeah. Burn is still with you. You take 3 points of acid damage. As you feel it wash over you, Burn goes,
The door, the door, the door. The door, though. The door. The door.
do you take any actions?
I command the rope to attach to the door.
As you say this, the rope extends itself out before you, disappearing through the wall and into this shifting room before you. No one else is in the room yet?
All right.
I'm in the room.
You're in the room. The rope passes you. You see it go across the floor and disappear into the void. So it's like void, rope, void. As it reaches up and wraps itself around the handle of the door. And there, you see the rope snake up and wrap onto the door.
Would that give me any bonuses to like?
On your next turn. Ragnar.
So, in my idea, other than the rope, it looks like it's way out there. The door is.
You don't see the door.
There's not a door
No.
in this whole thing at all.
No, it's a shifting maze.
Oh. Guess I gotta try to
I'm a
break
bit
this.
annoyed because I think I know what the DC is, and I roll 1 less.
Lower than last time. That's wonderful. It's a 6.
So you turn and you begin to walk in kind of like into the room, just in a direction you think you need to go, but it's hard to discern like which way you were heading, which way you had come from. You take 3 more points of damage as you just kind of make your way through the maze. Do you take any other actions?
No.
As this is happening, the handsome stranger looks at you, Manzarek. He says, "Your friends look like they need your help. Perhaps you'd like to address that first." And then he'll end his turn.
What a nice person.
Damon!
It's a shame.
Okay,
You are alone now. You are the only one that's not in the room
How much-
or in this.
how much can I see into the room?
You can see all 20 by 10 feet of it.
Okay.
And you also see 2 of your friends walking around confused inside.
One's holding a rope that just magically attached itself to a door.
I steel myself and I step in the door.
Roll me that delicious will save.
Left hand.
Love how everybody failed that first will save. So far. Fingers crossed. All of us.
All of us failed it before.
Shifting reality, room, things, pain. 1 point.
Ow! Confusion hurts.
This room is icky. Do you take any other confusing actions?
Does he see the rope?
No. Once he's in the room, he is confused.
I start river dancing. I don't know what you want from me.
So a skill you have?
Look
I
at
don't
the
know, I
color of
don't.
his hair.
Thrym looks up at the handsome stranger.
He says, "So, are we gonna murder? Should we murder? Murder, though. Murder the frog?"
He says, "Wait." He extends his hand down towards the kobold. The 4 men with their daggers in hand look back up towards him. He says, "This will be a wonderful opportunity for you 4 to be able to test your powers. Let them figure it out." All right. Perry!
Bye.
Because whereas we didn't hear the Screws movie, those microphones probably.
feel
Good.
riddance.
I knew that I would now.
I'm going to do Mage Armor myself.
Voodoo, you do so well. Manzeric,
I
you hear chanting and toning.
Oh, no.
You do,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm also going to move. Where am
What are you talking about? Where are you?
Yeah.
You're literally right there.
There I
You
am.
have been the whole time.
Though
I've been here the whole time.
you got
Other
that
door?
stereo.
It's interesting. There's
Perry moves to the far corner. Shifting to said corner. Do you do anything else?
I remain invisible.
Your AC up by 4.
It is.
Manzeric.
I walk 15 feet that way. Rayado does as well. I say, I don't believe in any storylines. What is that? And then I also stop and I cast Orange Skin on Rayado.
I don't believe in violence, but
Touching the raptor, you see his feathers become kind of tawny and thick as the bark skin spell washes over him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The handsome stranger grins, right? He says, "This is simply an experiment. Something that I've tried before and have seen with great success. These 4 followers," he extends his hands out to the 4 men readied with their daggers, "are willing to transcend into a higher state of being."
do I hear any of this?
No. Yes, because the illusionary spell
Yeah.
says sight and sound,
I got you.
but not touch.
I would be very upset about it.
Dr. Tone.
I'm going to try grabbing the rope, knowing
Okay.
it's attached to the door.
All right.
Uh-oh. That wasn't a passing save if I had my guess.
10.
10. You have the rope. You're still in the maze, but you got the rope. What do you do with
That
it?
was
I
his
follow where the rope went.
Following the rope where it went, you find yourself such a cool mini. Look at
Nice.
this mini. Here's your kabam.
Oh, that is nice. May I?
Yeah.
Middle.
Minus the wings. He does have broken wings on his back.
Stepping into the room, you see the handsome stranger look at you, and you both share this moment of disbelief.
I'm sorry.
He has an expression on his face that it lies somewhere between surprise, fear, and rage.
I would be sharing reactions.
For
Anybody that can see it and would like to, roll sense motive.
I'm not hiding anything. I was like, I'm sorry.
12. Like, is it that obvious? or-
Also 12.
With a 12, yes, it is that obvious. This man's
Not it.
demeanor has completely broken from the stoic kind of I am unfazed by anything to wah. I need to kill it.
In a vessel, I would just because seeing him, I would naturally go back into that time. I was like, I'm sorry, you going back to your old ways? Looking at the men with daggers in very obvious sort of ceremonial.
Ragnar.
Yeah, right. I'm
Do I
assuming
see the
no
rope
savior.
still?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you have sent it.
Oh, that's fine.
I should have asked if he was done with it.
I mean, true.
Sorry.
It's not a big deal.
I know. I did you.
It's true.
Oh God.
Actually,
Just because of fame. I cast a spell because of anger and rage kind of thing. Spiritual weapon, a very
My man is trying to roleplay here.
we're engrossed.
No, you're just gross. What do you do?
Wow, that was unnecessarily harsh.
I will get a D4 for this. I cast Spiritual Weapon, and it looks like my Chain Whip. I'm gonna get one of these. It looks like my Chain Whip, but what my Chain Whip used to look like. So black demon still, spikes all over it.
It has an
I have standards.
But it can see.
It's fun. It's
And moves. And freeze. And swips.
yeah. Look. Just
I'm sad that didn't hit as well as I thought it would.
It was funny. I mean,
It was
No, I
I
don't
was
need
busy looking for a dice.
hilarious. No, I will say. This might make when you're talking about Damon and his stealth.
Literally next to one of those guys, because I can summon it up to a range, and it floats, so in the liquid. So this chain whip went for us.
Chanting and toning, and a semi-ethereal, I'll say,
Yeah.
whip appears and floats in the air next to one of these men. They look over at it, still ready, as they're like, what and why?
Who?
And I would finish by just saying, some new powers and tricks I picked up over the years.
Fun. Do you take any actions?
I action that.
Schmack.
Do I see the rope still, or was it something he held on to and went into the
You no
rope?
longer see the rope since you've
Cool,
moved.
cool. So I feel like I know that there's a door somewhere. So my question is, if I roll the wisdom and I fail, to pass and get out of this illusion, can I still let you decide on the direction and I just run?
The maze states that you were just lost in it.
Okay. It's the same failing row as last time.
However, the damage is different. You take 3 points. As you begin to kind of make your way into this room, staggering and stumbling, that searing pain washing over you 3 times as bad now. Do you take any actions?
Nope.
The handsome stranger looking at you, Dr. Tone, he holds up his hand, he chants and tones as the room goes dark, and it's almost as if what he is doing is drawing from the ambient magic of the room. You see the braziers continue to burn with their green glow, but the ever-burning torches dim, giving the room a much darker and eerie kind of look to it. The area around him glows as his coat opens and begins to flare from the magic he has pouring through his body. He points as this green beam of light shoots from the end of his finger in a straight line, hitting you in the chest, moving through you, and harmlessly dissipating.
Does he have chains?
No.
Okay.
Well, you also can't see his wrists.
Okay.
So, he looks at his hand, there and goes, yeah, but you said... He goes, I know what I said.
In Abyssal, I would just retort, old ties still bind.
Until it went dark? Or like...
Theatrically.
Okay, cool.
As if he cast Finger of Death on it.
Yeah. Oh. You know that.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I actually didn't. I guess.
As he lowers his hand, he says, do it. Complete the ritual. Their held actions go off as they all in sequence cut their hand. The blood falls to the ground on the sigil beneath them. As you see them look at their hands, and they kind of look up and they go, we don't feel any... One of them vomits, and you see an alarming amount of blood pour out of his mouth and splash on the ground in front of him. You hear this deep, wet crunch as his chest swells out. He reaches up, grabbing at his throat as you see it begin to swell. His jaw distends and unhinges as you see what looks to be the skinless head of a canine push its way out of his mouth. He begins to claw at it in pain as he falls to the floor. You see the other 3 men look at him in terror as they look at their hands. One of them attempts to run out but drops to his on all fours as he begins to cough and heave. You see what looks to be the tail of a worm roll out of his mouth, wrapping itself around his neck as it pulls the rest of itself out from him. The other 2 men suffer similar fates, as these creatures either rend themselves from the open mouths of the terrified men or burst forth from their chests like some kind of sci-fi movie in the late 70s. These creatures extend out. The upper half of them look to be skinless canines, with teeth completely bare and eyes wide with this malice hatred. Their arms extend out, still very canine-like, but the paws are instead clawed hands that grip at the cobblestone floor as they pull themselves from the now dead bodies of the 4 men. The lower half of these canines are long worm-like tails as they spew forth. Each one of these creatures is about 1 foot tall at the shoulder as it raises up and 3 feet long. So effectively, mechanically, they are tiny, but still far too big to be expelled from someone's mouth. That's a thing you now laid witness to.
I did not witness it.
Same. 2 of you didn't witness it. Damon.
I know things.
Do I? Oh, I gotta try and break free again.
Got to break free. You set it up. I smacked it down. Served.
Roll it.
You look at me like you're expecting something out of me. I can't do anything
They
unless you
might talk
roll.
about them.
This is my burden.
Well,
Fun.
I will do it again.
A point of damage. As you bump into Ragnar and start freaking out, swinging your sword at him.
Oh,
Stop it!
I'm gonna swing mine. Start fencing randomly.
Ugh.
Thrym goes, what is it? Why? What was that? What are those? He says as he looks at these creatures.
What are those?
The handsome stranger is ignoring him completely as he's looking at you with that evil grin.
Our eyes are dead battling right now.
Well, he looks up at you two because he can't see you. He says, I had nothing to do with that. I have no idea what's happening. Harry.
I will move stealthily. Right there, behind the pillar.
Sort of, kind of, not really. You're gonna find out.
I know. You can't aim it like further away.
You could.
I don't know that you're there.
It's true.
I had
Fault.
already picked out a place that I was going to cast it from.
That's fair. That's the fairest thing you could have done.
Yeah.
At least you're gonna ask for permission this time.
He didn't ask for permission last time. He just said, I'm sorry.
One does not ask, do I have space? That's powerful.
You did.
I didn't.
You found out the hard way, didn't you? Take that as a yes.
And so I'm gonna stealth behind the pillar, but I'm also gonna try to cast sleep. Those two. I can't see them.
The far side.
Okay.
Now it only works if the 4 hit dice are left, so review.
Hopefully since it's 4.
I think it's a save, ain't it?
It is.
I'm seeing if this matters.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, we're about that level where sleep is no longer.
Not very sure. Is that the right word?
I don't know what I'm under there.
Is it with an E or an A?
Because it is changing, so it's not being changed.
Well, I'm all about.
That
Okay.
is.
Oh. How interesting.
Sir?
You said will save, yeah?
Sweet.
One of them rolls a 23.
That just gets
The other one rolls a 21.
I think.
So that is an offensive spell.
Yes, that's what I rolled still.
I have
He
to ask.
did
I
declare.
have to ask real fast. Is it a area effect or is it a?
It's a 10-foot radius burst. But it's still.
It wouldn't
Can't
include
cross
anybody
fire.
else.
What'd you get?
34.
34, you are taking negatives because you had to verbally say the spell.
Can I also roll perception to see?
Yeah, same. Where's that at? I would have, but I'm not there.
Also, can we not just see him?
Also,
He is stealthing. You didn't know where he was, so unless you're looking for him.
I wasn't being observed when I was.
Correct.
Oh, wait.
So I mean,
I'm
you-
not looking for him.
Yeah.
No, you.
I'm in the middle of a staring contest with a guy I've known for a while.
You okay? No. Okay. Moving on. So you chant and tone a burst of
I feel like that.
washes over these creatures as you see them begin to observe their surroundings, looking all over the place, making this hideous gargling noise. Manzarek.
Okay.
please.
There is no saving throw for this.
It is straight damage.
Oh,
I cast right here,
what's the radius on it?
40 feet.
It's a 40 for radius?
It's the under.
By the way, he cast right here.
Under
I'll give you a 20 for a radius.
Ross film.
And just double it.
You can hit them all.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
definitely hitting all of you.
does that hit him?
It's gonna hit him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
So from here, 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40.
But I've got the support pillar. Oh, so it's now go round up.
Yes, it does.
I have no idea what this is.
It's
They fall from the snow.
it's a lot
And
of damage.
truck pebbles. Guy.
Remember that.
Wonderful.
And everybody takes 5 points of damage.
Oh.
And it is now difficult terrain everywhere in that 40-foot area.
How many points?
5 points.
5 points. As that begins to happen,
Yeah, he hits.
you see the creatures begin to like look up as it's like. You see the handsome gentleman with his arms folded. It begins to roll over him as he like looks up. Thrim goes, ah, yeah, yeah, why? And he starts kind of like running in circles. As he's like, what? He looks up at the handsome man. Make it stop!
That is just one round, right?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
difficult terrain for the next 4 rounds.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Magically immune.
If your god, like favorite weapon is a bow, god use spiritual weapon and summon a bow with it, it has a ranged attack and not a melee attack. The ranged weapon attack is a medium spell ability.
Do you take any actions? Stop that.
And Rihanna also does not move.
These creatures, as that begins to happen, they look at the ground. They look at you. They begin to shimmer in place. And you see that where once one stood, now 6 are. All of them. So 24 of these creatures now occupy those areas.
What would you do for a block?
One of them begins to head around the pillar, and it slides to a stop when it finds you. Because you are out in the open, and it just accidentally ran into you.
Oh, yeah, you're
Chop, chop. He gets 4 melee attacks on him. Oh, my bad.
They do strength
What's
damage.
this chance?
Yeah, they all do strength damage.
Not anymore.
That's
That's bad.
very accurate, yeah.
I thought I could. Have the party path.
They begin to run on either side of the pool as they begin barreling towards you, dragging their lower halves as they begin to skitter. Dr. Tell?
So 12 are heading towards me. What looks like 12.
Correct.
Knowledge check on these lovely individuals.
That would be knowledge the plane.
bonuses?
No.
For me being me. Also, nat 20, so 28.
Jeez. So yeah, give him the bonus.
Sure.
I know what they're called. That's Steve, Dave, Larry, Bubba.
This is a type of Sakil. This specific Sakil is called an Essapil. This is an Essapil Sakil. This creature's stout canine torso tops a slimy mass resembling an earthworm. Disgusting veins dangle from its face. Essapils prey upon the unease that come from living among beasts. The civilized world has domesticated animals, but those creatures are just a step away from wild animals, and its pills make sure that humanoids who live around them remember that. To give you kind of a rough idea of what a Sakil is a psychopomp that has discarded its responsibilities and has transformed into something much more maleficent because of Pharasma's wrath. So they've stopped doing the bidding of Pharasma, and she has turned them into these things. A psychopomp is a guardian for the undead, or for the dead. So when you die, instead of the Reaper coming to claim your soul, a psychopomp will come to guide you into the Tower of Pharasma. This is a psychopomp that has
Stop doing that?
went bad. You can ask 5 questions
Holy snap.
about the SFP.
Oh god.
There's one about him. Yeah.
Special attacks.
They have 2 special attacks. One of them, Bewildering Assault. If an Essapil makes a successful critical hit with one of its natural attacks, the target is confused for a single round. It also has Look of Fear. A creature affected by the Essapil's gaze is shaken for 1 round.
Special defenses.
Control you just exhibited.
The Essapil has damage reduction. However, asking what overcomes the damage reduction is a separate question. They are immune to death effects, disease, fear effects, and poison. They are also resistant to cold, electricity, and sonic damage.
What overcomes DR?
Good.
I don't do that. That's not a thing I do.
I got you, boo.
You are stuck in a room.
It's a temporary setback.
I just closed the door behind me. It's
Useless.
Go get him.
Please.
I don't know.
Number of hit dice?
2.
Good to know, like, rough level. Are they under command? Are these creatures controlled?
Nat 20, you said?
Yeah?
Yes. However, you're not sure how. But they are doing that guy's bidding. Because even if these creatures were summoned to this plane of existence, doesn't automatically put them under the scrutiny of another creature. So why they're doing what he's telling them to is bewildering.
Cool. First things first, Amaros. I'm going to attack the wolf worm next to me with a bomb.
Wolf form. You may.
So,
The one beside the green pillar.
Does he get a reflex?
no, I make a melee, a ranged
Oh, you
touch
just-
attack against him.
Just don't touch him.
I'm gonna reach out and touch him. Like,
Reach out and touch worm.
maybe not. That is only 6.
A 6 will not strike the creature.
However, it still hits the square, and they will take a minimum of 4 damage.
What kind of damage?
Fire, specifically. So that square and all the squares around it take 4 damage.
As this explodes out, it washes over these creatures. As you see them step onto the fire, you see their mirrored image begin to kind of shake, and as they all pop, because you did hit both of them, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there's an
yeah,
area
yeah,
effect. Correct. So all the mirror images dissipate as they walk through the fire, otherwise unaffected. taking any actions?
As a move action for me, I'm going to command my spiritual weapon to actually attack that, so that consumes mine and its move action. So it would not. And that one.
It drops into the water.
It now can cause disease when it hits.
Do you or it take any other ineffectual actions?
That's just hurtful. I mean, it happened.
Okay. You weep. You may. Ragnar!
Ah, you rage. Because I can't get out. And it's making me mad.
Do you really?
Yes. I kind of have to.
Do that thing.
Yeah, so...
Your veins begin to pulse cold. As you feel it washing over you, your sight begins to fade, and you feel everything that was Ragnar begin to drift as something else takes over.
Looking around. This is what you got us into? It's only a 12.
Is that the third 8 you rolled in a row?
Four.
No, I
Oh,
rolled
no.
two eights.
Fourth
He's
spelling save, though.
You say that out. I would assume everyone, maybe not Perry, unless he wants to roll perception, could hear you call that out.
I heard it.
As you take a single point of damage.
You stuck in my own line.
Can't get out.
Do you take any of the actions?
Can't.
Okay.
Is it 27?
27?
Yeah.
The handsome stranger reaches down, grabbing Thrym by the scruff of his shirt. Ah! As he lifts him up, he chants in tones as you see a purple vortex open up, and he steps into the void. The whole time.
Oh yeah. I would probably in and out come and be like, too busy running away still.
He, without saying anything. No clever retort.
And then I'd be like, holy crap, there's actually things going on.
Damn it!
17.
You are in a room watching Ragnar bump into the wall, but you are now free of the effects of the maze.
It's like I'm stuck in this.
So I'm not right there. I'm right
Yes.
basically here.
Correct.
Can't be past that point.
Yeah.
What do I see through the door? I just see him.
So you would have to pass Ragnar to look into the room, and looking into the room, you would see Dr. Tone's back.
Okay.
Speaking
Then
of,
Go
move.
grab Ragnar.
I moved to right behind him. Right
Okay.
behind to Isaac. And then I can't
Good
reach
team
him.
play.
You know, I'm so glad you pay attention to detail before you continue on. I just want you to know.
He said with sarcasm.
Excuse me, Ragnar. I see you're struggling.
Like, oh, there's combat going on.
Yep. Yep.
Excuse me, Tone.
oh yeah, you go ahead, man.
Do you take any actions?
Shane, I got you.
Perry! Perry the platypus!
5 foot diagonal toward me.
Hey, what you got?
And daze. First one in that square. It will. Probably pass.
7.
You guys just rolled like a 19 and an 18 on the other two.
You take any action?
Well, it's not immune to my effect.
No.
So it is dazed.
I'm confused.
Alright. How long is it days for?
What room?
So, as this thing turns the corner, it looks at you as you see the cluster of them.
I don't think it matters for my So it's my wish.
Is it a specific one target?
What was that word you said again?
Oh, shoot.
Target.
It's not humanoid, is it?
No. It's not even close to being humanoid.
It was.
They
Wow.
were.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, its sleeping bag was.
So I think Harry would know that.
Even though you proclaimed it and did the things.
He even
I feel like if you were looking at a dog, you'd be like, that's not humanoid.
Especially if you were a child that just started learning magic.
I also feel like
Yeah, very
Harry.
I'll let you get away
I
with
was
it.
like, whoa.
womp womp.
Can you see the way?
I'm going to use my second move. Can I do that? Can I take a 5-foot step? and use my
A free
second
5-foot step takes up your full movement action. You have
Okay,
no
so I can
more
use a
movement.
standard. Okay.
Yeah, unless you do a disengage.
It's the same.
Yeah, it would have been better for you to just.
Okay. Hi guys.
You were here? You were here?
Nope, no. Just back one.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? So, full round disengage. You're like, nope, 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 as you run up my side main Zarek, and you're like, hi, buddy!
They're not humanoid, but
Don't know if you know this.
But, that's a dog. Can I pet that dog?
Oh, you pet that dog! No! Do you take any other terrifying actions? Ben Zarek.
Oh, terrifying. You're so cute! Ah!
means.
I'm going to cast. I cast Feather Step 5 to
Oh.
You may. Chanting and toning.
Command Rihanna to attack.
Sicker.
And Rihanna moves.
Yeah, what's up here?
Rihanna moves here, there's an enemy here, and here.
He attacks.
And he, air steps, shadow steps, group steps. Over there.
Jeez.
Didn't you give him
I gave him the thing that allows him to not everybody.
rocks? Rocks.
Does a 17 hit?
Please?
No, I know, but just in case.
Yes, you get the
17 will strike your opponent.
Nice.
7 points of damage.
Nice.
Is he good?
He is, I mean,
That's also not.
Rihanna runs up and slices this thing. It like takes it across the face, and it turns and looks at Rihanna, and you realize that did not do near as much damage as you were expecting. Taking any actions?
no. That's for you.
Their turn.
Oh gosh.
Oh, they're going with their glove.
I really.
I can hear.
What is happening?
Have you not seen that?
No, I know, but why? This thing's going to full round attack Rayado.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean, oh no.
Would Rayado like to take an attack of
So
opportunity
he has
against this creature?
100%.
Ooh.
No, he does not
It was a dose.
Wonderful. It is then going to try to attack it with its claws. 9.
hit. No.
9. Cool.
That's what both of those men.
We're
were.
gonna dance. For a really long dance. That's what's about to happen.
This creature specifically, looks at Rayado, and I'll need Rayado to roll me a will save.
15. Oh.
15 will save. As this thing's eyes glow, Rayado is focused on the one, looks up, you see its eyes glow in response. Rayado just shakes his head and stays stoic.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
That creature runs up and slides to a stop, and I will need a will save from you.
worry, I got
It's
it back.
easier. That one.
Ah!
You are afeared.
Oh, give me
No
that
trigger.
You are so afeared. The effect
It was meant to be.
He rolled the other one and it was a 1 as well.
The affected creature becomes frightened if the subject succeeds. A frightened creature flees from the source of its fear as best it can. If unable to flee, it might fight. If frightened creature takes -2 on all attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. A frightened creature can use special abilities, including spells, to flee. Indeed, the creature must use such means if they are the only way to escape.
Uh-oh.
You have before.
I have.
I have to.
Yes.
You have to flee.
No. The spell is.
Oh.
This creature runs up, grabs the end of the brazier, pulls itself up, and I will need a will save. Oh yeah.
It says peekaboo.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a 1?
A frightened creature flees from the source of its fear as best it can. Blah 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 blah. Run back into the maze room.
Oh god.
Fun on a bun. Dr. Tone.
What is going on?
Help.
So much failure.
Somebody.
With the other end of the rope, I tell it to tie two men's
Ragnar.
to Ragnar. So just command word tie to Ragnar. It moves 10 feet around.
Mm-hmm.
So if it needed to,
If it double moves, it can do that.
I think it just only moves 10 feet.
Yeah. So it's got you.
For my next trick,
I'm gonna make them disappear. It doesn't work.
can I move 10 feet towards Manzernik? I don't know why I give your name a fancy little like flourish. Tossing a bomb at those guys over there, and I realized I was supposed to add 1 to the attack because I used one of those.
Sounded like a nade, ain't gonna lie.
They take 4 points of damage apiece.
As you see, their mirror images disappear. Same thing.
Yay.
Taking other actions?
My spiritual weapon will attack the guy next to it.
Comes out of the water.
Keep going. Just
Fun. Get it together!
I'm trying.
No, I'm telling
That's
you.
money on my knowledge check.
You yelling at your magic. You have a rope wrap around you.
What is this? I follow it.
I pull.
It's time to attack, right? So he just closes the door.
I follow
We're
it.
trying to escape and we can't open the door. Let me out, let me out. Let me
It's
out, let
so
me out.
strong. You've used 10 feet of your movement to get there.
Am I still dazed and confused?
No.
I don't have this vision of it.
Mm-mm. You're out. And you do see these horrifying little nightmares.
What happened?
Hey guys, whoa!
R-U-S's.
They're canines and worms.
C-O-U-S's.
So can I continue my movement as if?
Yes.
Okay.
He's still attached to the rope.
We're getting assaulted by
3-foot long chihuahuas.
Chihuahua.
Are we gonna go here?
Weren't you
Okay.
chihuahuas?
And I'm gonna enlarge.
Neat.
That's the thing you can do.
Yeah.
Gross.
Wow. And I go, let's make this interesting. And I twirl my warhammer into a side.
So, as you see Ragnar step out of the room, you see him very much with that ichor rolling down his face. More so than ever before. Even then, his joints look like they have that black ichor rolling over them from the bends of his fingers, his wrist, and his elbows to his shoulder. He looks around with this bloodthirsty grin as he walks over to one of these creatures, throwing his warhammer in the air, catching it, he slams it on the ground as you see a blade erupt from the end and the shaft elongate into a two-handed weapon. Do you take another action?
No, there's no.
So you
What? Why is he more terrifying? The handsome stranger is gone. Damon!
I move up.
To the east side.
Man, I can't.
Oh, no.
He hasn't really taken up.
You should kill the raptor and take its spot.
Rayato's really,
Sorry.
Rayato's really throwing it to you, huh?
not that you can move diagonally 5 feet through right on it.
Physically, he could move the raptor.
The brazier is just killed by a
Move out of the way.
Why couldn't you move
like
through
a-
Rayato's
picking up a
square?
chicken and just like-
There's
down.
Yeah.
Its head
Pillar.
stays still, like.
There's a pillar.
Is that pillar right there?
Yeah, a brazier up there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see
So
it
the
fine.
perspective of the map made it look like the pillar was on the corner, not the.
Wow.
That was so aggressive.
Where's those little blue balls that
I
you need on?
You know,
I
you know how we have an Amos Oblivious count? We need an Eli just out of nowhere mean count.
So far it's 1.
It's more
Oh, you're sweet.
I said so far, I didn't say it wasn't higher.
So far tonight. Did you Zelda find a chest or
That's
something?
not Zelda.
Well, yeah,
She
I
knows
know.
exactly
I know
what that
exactly what that is.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Do you murder the raptor?
Don't do that.
Small cover. Well, I guess.
Part of me thinks there's a dinosaur here.
We're like level 15. He's like,
What's this dinosaur?
You kept training with this raptor for 15 years.
Free 5-foot step, but I ready an action for if he retreats and is followed by one of the creatures.
You may. Stepping to the brazier, you ready your sword. Parry. Little frightened Parry. Hell no! Hell to the no, no!
Nah,
I need a will save!
I don't know that door, so I wouldn't go that door.
Correct. That was an argument I was going to make.
Okay, I just made that.
Okay. Taking 2 points of caustic damage
We're doing so good.
in the scary maze.
Can I move 30 more feet randomly?
If you move 10 more feet and hit a wall, you get 50 bonus points.
I ninja vanish out of there and cast obscuring mist on myself. Or really on the ground and then start hauling.
How long does it last?
So it is for 4 minutes. And it's going to stay in that spot. It's not going to follow me. It's going to stay in that spot.
Question: is it just the fair? Isn't that just breaking line of sight?
So it obscures all sight, including dark vision, beyond 5 feet.
How big is it?
20 feet radius.
So one of these.
Creatures 5
Yeah,
feet
it's-
away have concealment up to 20 or to a 20% mischance. Anything farther than that is at 50% mischance, and the attacker cannot use the sight to locate the target.
How tall is it?
20 feet tall.
It's a 20.
So I'm a spear in it, apparently.
What does it say? Just
And I ninja vanish out of there.
that honest question: is it they have to break line of sight of the creature, or they have to run away from it?
They have to run away. Roll me that will save.
That one.
Yep.
Both times.
By the
I have
way,
great will, dude. Like,
I want y'all's opinion, not yours because I was mean to you.
Continue to be mean.
I'm gonna double down on
I
that.
don't want him to hurt my feelings. I thought that was neat. These things can make you run into the trap that you just came out of. I thought that was a neat gem.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, we're glad you're.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? You all agree?
Yeah.
By the way, Max, you take 3 points of damage.
Yeah. However, Ray Auto continues to do is not very effective.
The tagging? Oh.
Like,
That wasn't kinked.
Okay, so that 20.
that will potentially strike your opponent with a critical hit.
Nat 20.
Still not.
Oh!
To confirm is a 13.
13 will not.
Okay, so it's
But it is doubled, yes.
First week.
Reminder for those at home, 20 stack to add another multiplier onto the critical hit.
So
So he confirmed, but he did not.
second attack's a nat 20.
It's true.
Go on.
It's happening.
Oh, that doesn't.
Nope.
Okay.
And then third attack, it doesn't. I was about to get really.
I just do a backflip. Wow!
So it's
There's a stud!
14 points of damage for the first attack.
Hang on. I have math to do.
Not.
For the first time today.
If it's 5, it's 9.
And 4 points of damage for the second attack.
Which is 0.
So, Rayano bites into the back of this thing's neck. You see it screech out as it starts to like shake it like a, well, y'all do. As it starts to shake it like a chew toy, the creature screams, clawing as it pulls itself free from Rayado. Does Rayado take any other actions?
That's it.
It is going to return in kind. Here comes the pain train. Is a 23 hit Rayado.
It does.
Yeah.
That's good for
Dealing 1 point of damage. Does a 7 hit Rayado?
Nope.
Does a 7 hit Rayado?
Nope.
Okay. Stop.
He can do whatever.
Jumps in the water as it swims.
Why didn't you do that?
Comes out of the water. It can't
color that
see
water?
anything.
So anything in that just can't see.
So I had a ranged attack.
You cannot see it
If you're in the
until it comes right up on you. Oh yeah, he can see.
You can
He can
up
see
to
5
5.
feet. Ready to attack goes off. I
My
apologize.
spiritual weapon will also attack.
Hey!
I would beg to argue that he was facing the other way.
You don't get the attack.
It's a 20% miss chance though.
20%.
You missed.
21 days.
That will strike your opponent.
3.
Force.
3
force
67. 67. My attack is a
20%.
23.
23 will strike your opponent.
I think he was trying to figure out how he was already having close to
7 points of damage.
Okay.
That's exactly what that face was.
Eli's a little slow. As this thing comes out of the water, you hear the splash, and you hear it slithering up. As you turn around, it comes out of the mist, and you just swing into it, hitting it straight in the face. It hisses, and it lashes out at you and tries to bite you with a 13. Gaining no purchase as you kind of just move your leg away. And
Your weapon isn't.
No, it's not.
It's fine. Free 5 foot, free 5 foot.
But wow.
You know what.
Well, they have a 20% miss chance, right?
The first attack will miss. The second attack potentially will hit. 14.
Yes.
Dealing a single point of damage. Third attack will miss. Second guy. Potentially will hit. Nat 1, would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. No, because they're not in it. Correct? Put it on.
Yeah, it's
That was the attack.
Okay. That is a 27.
27 will strike your opponent.
13.
13 points of damage.
One of those is duck damage.
It does extra damage to a
21.
That's right. I know.
Nat 20 crit threat.
Everything about you screams one.
21 to confirm.
Yeah.
Why did you not do what?
Dealing a single point of damage. As this thing jumps up, clawing you, it bites into you, right? As it does so, you feel this like sudden pulse roll through your body as you are now confused for one round.
You said a single point of damage?
Mhm.
It was crit?
Do it.
Is it crit?
Crit.
That was a
Yeah.
different attack.
What was the crit damage?
Oh, 2. I apologize.
I was really
Because
lost.
it's doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm confused.
You were confuzzled. Was
Uh,
that 6 attacks altogether? Or was that only 5?
I think it was 9.
Roll the footage. That's not even gonna work. I agree with you.
Does a 4 hit you?
No.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Does a 12 hit you?
You just said 4, and no, it does not.
I know that was a big difference!
Methinks Eli rolled a 4. He just said the number he saw.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense than what actually happened. Dr. Tone, you're up.
Or Eli said the number.
There's a thing next to you, and you can see it there.
Would I know what creature type these were? What creature type these were? Like aberrations, undead.
Well, you know that they're they're planar creatures because knowledge of the planes.
But creature type is not. Was that one of the questions?
You didn't ask that question, but you do know they're an outsider.
I
Am
Ready.
improv class.
Turn into an improv game.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and have my spiritual weapon. It would move because I declare a target and it just keeps attacking them.
No.
Which takes up your move.
No, it just takes my move to redirect its turn. I think that would be 16 to hit.
16 will strike your opponent. Did you roll the percentile?
No, it did not.
Yeah, can your weapon see it?
Yeah, can you weapon see it?
Can your weapon see it?
I don't know, man. 27.
Early.
27. It will strike your opponent.
6 points.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. As the whips flies into the mist in a flurry of swinging, slashing motion, it slices into this thing. The thing just like tanks the hit, but continues to stare on at the fighter, the paladin, the fighter paladin. He's not a paladin.
And I personally take a 5 foot step backwards,
You may.
away from the thing, to where spellcasting. How? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna activate Death Watch so I can see health points. Are you below half?
Yeah.
Is anyone else below half? I can see. Also, rated a TLDR thing about Death Watch. It doesn't just give me like life sense. I have to be able to perceive the creature to be able to tell its life force.
So you can't see the thing once you move 5 feet from it.
Correct. But,
What do you do with that knowledge?
well, that's my move and standard, and I leap as a swift.
Wonderful.
Because the universe is meant to be for whatever reason.
Ragnar.
So they can't see me super well, or I guess they can, though, because they're...
You are obscured by mist.
I'm going to power attack the one in the corner.
You may.
Oh no.
23.
Yeah.
20 damage.
Hmm?
Or this is Rangar's.
That's what it feels like.
So, scythe in hand, you swing up, cleaving down into this creature. It hits into its shoulder, comes out of its chest. It screams in pain as you rend the blade free, but it is not dead. Do you take any other actions?
No, but
Okay.
Vincent will see me slowly.
I don't.
He'll,
I don't.
sorry. Dr. Tone will start to slowly see me.
Does it put you above half?
Slowly, silently see him begin to suture his
My eyes
severed
are like-
skin.
Slow motion eyeballs.
Damn it. Do you? Roll that percentile.
40.
That is a potential strike. 18 will strike your opponent.
11 points damage.
Where's that 50 number at you rolled last time?
Just 67.
Rolling your blade into a reverse grip, you stab down at the small creature, sending your blade into it, and it is tough. Like, you press into it expecting the resistance of flesh, but it is far more than that. Do you take any other actions? Parry.
How long am I fighting for? And
One round, you are no longer frightened.
Joking.
You are in the room.
How long's the rope?
And it's currently tied between right now.
Yeah, you're tied to a door. That's what I was asking.
He ain't worried about that.
Shannon.
Cool.
What? Your bonus is like 5.
Taking 2 points of damage.
Still better than the worm goblins.
Do you take any other actions?
I mean,
I find comfort in the knowledge of being lost in this room.
This is fine. Sim slowly disintegrating. Minzeric.
Nat 20?
Oh yeah, you're like, wait! No. What do you do?
I'm still running from those things, right?
Another round.
Oh, okay. I draw my sword, and I run back into battle.
I just want to clarify.
It takes you 10 foot of movement to get there.
He pulled an Amos.
No.
okay, he's smart.
And I. That's not. It's not gonna do a lot. What?
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, but you can get percentile. It is still percentile.
What'd you get on the attack?
16. 88.
Okay.
Why is it
You
big
do
difference?
strike the opponent.
6 points of damage.
You just missed some scary.
Running back into the room, you see your gripply friend slide up beside you, Damon, as you slice into this thing, and it just kind of like... And you don't feel like you did a whole lot.
Oh, the auto, however.
Oh, yeah. Reato, however.
It's gonna be an 18.
That will strike his opponent.
It's gonna be a 10.
That will not.
It's gonna be a nat 1.
Attack of opportunity. Coming at Reato. 20.
That does not hit. What? I don't do any damage because I rolled 2 damage.
Wonderful. So Reato in this thing, like, he grabs it with his little clawed wings. The thing bites into him, and you just see them kind of like tussling back and forth. And it's kind of hard to discern what's going on.
I thought they're trying to do the tango.
It's like a chicken fight.
You can not just say.
Or a raptor fighting a dogworm.
It was fun.
Or
It's going to try to attack Reato in kind. Does a 11 hit? 20 doesn't hit? Are you sure 20 doesn't hit? Okay.
He's rolled it twice. He had a double check.
You've hit this thing twice. It's not super thrilled about that. It wouldn't know he was there.
My chain hit it twice.
Yeah, it doesn't know you're there, so it's moving 5 feet to get away from you and Damon, but it moved right next to you because it couldn't see you. And I was gonna be like, oh no, it wouldn't do that, but it can't see, so it would know better. What do you Yeah, he took a free 5-foot step because he was going to cast a spell, but because now he is in base combat with you, his plans have changed. He's going to try to hit you. 11.
No.
You sure? 19.
20%.
2 points of damage. Cool. It steps back into the mist. It looks at you kind of startled as you look down at it, and you're like, ew. It lashes at you, and you're kind of doing this like back pedal to get away from it, and it catches you just in the leg with its claw. They can't get away from you, so yeah, they're going to just try to attack you.
Get him, Ragnar!
100% chance to hit you.
Yes,
Does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
Dealing a single point of damage. 80%. Nat 1, would you like to take an attack of opportunity against this thing?
Oh no.
That would never die.
Unfortunately.
17.
Yes, that will hit.
17 damage.
As you take the scythe, roll it in your hand and where the blade is like broadside against it, and you kind of, and it hits the wall, hits the ceiling, hits the ground again. The other one is going to try to attack you. 71. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Dealing 3 points of damage. 95. Does a 17 hit you? That's key. Dealing a single point of damage. 23. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Dealing a single point of damage. It jumps up at you because this thing is 3 feet long. 3 feet long.
Okay.
It jumps and you're like 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. It jumps, grabbing onto your leg, and it just, as you just kind of like golf clubbed his buddy into several objects. Yeah, that's it. Dr. Tone.
Fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
And you showed that spiritual weapon. It bypasses all DR, but force energy resistance force stops it. So it actually bypasses their deal. It like a part of the spiritual weapon. It says this bypasses all types of DR. So,
You tell it to skid.
well, I don't have to tell it. It just automatically does.
Yeah.
Probably
Does it scoot?
16.
That will strike your opponent.
If I actually hit it with the 61, I do. Oh, 2 points of damage, but just through the.
It slices into this thing's back. The thing looks at the 2 points of damage and goes, ow.
It's common.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
It speaks 5 languages, but only one of them if it's touching you.
Makes no sense.
The language of
No. Just when I thought they couldn't be more frightening.
Oh, it's so funny.
The mist rolls in and you hear it coming through the mist. It's like, oh,
Wow, Barry Watt, calm down.
It looks up at Ragnar and it's like, I like 'em big. I like 'em plumper.
Sexy sax.
So,
Oh my goodness.
It's a smooth jazz monster.
channel energy doesn't require me to be able to see the target, so I'm going to channel energy, selective channeling, not hitting them. Of course, everyone gets 7.
But you can't sue who you're not hitting. Anyway.
You get 7 health.
7.
No, I don't.
Everyone but Perry, who's frightened in the room.
I'm
Ragnar.
not frightened.
Yeah.
I'm comforted by the room.
I'm going to now power attack the other one
Oh, jeez.
to
Be gentle.
mystify him. So that's an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
It's a 4.
It doesn't count if it's not in the tray.
I can't see it.
It's got an eye in it.
You have an eye in it.
Yeah, I do. It's cool.
Meant to be a 1, apparently, so that's unfortunate. So that's 19 damage. I'm back in 16.
Taking your blade, you scoop this thing up off the floor. When you do so, you just kind of, and when you give that hard jerk, it stays in place, falling to the ground, and then falls into 2 separate pieces. Do you take another
I
action?
can't see anything else other than him beside me, correct?
Correct.
I turn around and be like, is there any more?
I point.
Step aside.
The moment I can't.
No.
I have to wait my turn. Damn it!
It's a weight game.
I have no idea what's going on.
Nope.
Literally, or
And your character doesn't.
This is a violent team tonight. Just like,
Hey Shane. For reference, power attack says on any melee attack.
I don't know what to do with that, man.
Something, if you want to charge into the mist, something I will allow you to do is to roll a d6 to determine which direction you go. So you could either go diagonal and charge this way, or diagonal and charge this way.
Can I do a perception check for
He is
sound
here,
of combat?
and boom, boom, boom. Yes, I'll allow you to narrow it down if you can pass the perception.
17.
With a 17, you know that there is combat coming from this general area, and so I will allow you odds or evens.
All right. Evens right square, odd left square.
Correct.
Right square.
So you charge, yeah. So taking that direction, you bump into one of these creatures as it turns to face you, and you are now in direct combat with it.
3.
So, kind of charging in that direction, you're well ugly as it turns to face you, and you just kind of wildly swing as it just glances off of its hide. Do you take an action?
That's why I couldn't see it.
Harry.
Hey.
It will take you 10 feet of movement to get out of the room.
Okay. And I'm coming into what I can. Nothing that I can see. I moved through him.
Yes, you can move through friendly squares.
And back where he was.
You can see where Riato is fighting.
And I know the layout of the room.
Yes.
But I acrobatics from here to here.
From where to where?
From here.
Yes, you may. It's only a 5-foot jump. With a running start.
Roll a 3.
Easy.
So 16.
16.
Boop. And
The thing turns to face you.
will move final as a double move through threaten square.
Okay. It will attempt to attack you.
Whilst pulling out my dagger.
Does a 13 hit you? As you kind of like run into the mist, you're kind of like, you start to count your steps and you're like, I hope this is where this is, and you jump, clearing the area as you slide to a halt, the thing turning to face you with your dagger out. Manzarek, you see the child in base combat flanking this creature with Rayado.
so I am also going to join the fight with that.
Oh, I like what you did. You wanted it.
You mimic his moves.
Yeah.
5, 10, acrobatics.
Roll it.
Running jump start.
Roll it.
I should make it more difficult because you can't see the ledge, but you can see 5 feet in front of you. So
11.
Uh-oh. Nice.
that does pass.
Ooh, that's close.
Barely.
And I swing.
Yeah.
DC. It's a DC for every
5 and then
every 5 feet is double the DC.
That's a crit threat.
Crit threat. Roll to
Add to the
confirm.
23, it's not enough. And to confirm is a 16.
16 will confirm your critical strike against your opponent.
That is 12 points of damage.
That's with the doubled and everything. Barely, but it is still alive.
Okay. And then Rayado does his thing.
Oh boy.
That's a 9. That's a 20, not natural. And that is a 20.
A 20 and a 23 will strike your opponent.
That's going to be 7 points of damage and 4 points of damage.
Delicious.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
As you run up, you slice into this thing. It ekes out as it turns to face you. Rayado grabs it by the head. You hear a crunch noise as it goes limp, and then Rayado kind of and starts to eat.
Oh, don't eat that! Don't eat that!
You grab the tail and you're like, no, Rayado, bad dog.
You don't want that in your body. We eat organic in this family.
Like a dog with a piece of chocolate. Get that out of your mouth.
With money.
Do you take we're poor? Do you take any other actions?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Its turn. Oh, it's in a scary spot.
Is it though? I just want you to know my reach is 15.
It knows.
But it can't see me.
Oh, it doesn't know. I know.
Could you
I'm
imagine how
appeared
scary that
for
would
it.
be? Just
Oh.
from the foggy giant scythe landing next to you.
That's a 20.
Yes.
That got everybody's attention.
Percentile?
Can he see through the mist, or does he have 20%?
No, he's in bed. Dealing a single point of damage.
The launch of claw.
Does a 15 hit you? The thing lurches out and it grabs onto your boot as it. Like that's kind of. It's gross.
Egg factor, roll for egg factor.
Dr. Tongue.
I'm taking 5 steps towards me.
Nope.
So-
Nope. That was a spin.
5-foot step towards yourself.
Still within 5 feet of this guy. Are you still below half?
Yeah. I know where I started finally. He gave me the old walk
That's
to
the
it.
verbal component to these
I got you. You give him the old hot tua.
Shane casting a second level cure moderate wounds.
Moderate rooms.
That's what I said.
Moderate rooms.
These aren't bad.
Moderate.
Stop it.
Don't look at me like I did that.
I keep forgetting the number 10.
Rottweiler scoons.
Oh, I didn't heal myself for 7 earlier.
So, you run up to Ragnar and you're just like, and you feel that pulse of positive energy wash over you as you suddenly heal and you're like, oh yeah.
Last turn for the spectral weapon, 20% less chance. It does in fact find its target. Potentially. Only a 14 to hit.
14 will not strike your opponent.
It goes away.
Ragnar.
From standing, I would have to. I can't see it, correct?
Correct.
50% less chance.
I will step in the direction he pointed. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I go to smack it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's only a 14.
14 will not attack your
Oh.
opponent. As you swing the scythe down at this thing, struggling to adjust to your frightening size, the blade sticks into the wall as the thing ducks under it and looks up at the massive scythe above it. You taking the actions?
That one was a warning.
I've been.
I've been warned too.
As you just see the side that appear.
It's in between them.
I can't.
Alright, 70. 10.
Ten will not strike your opponent. You taking no actions?
Nope.
Parry.
Well.
Thrust.
I throw my dagger across the other ring.
Roll.
Out of frustration.
Yeah, you can't see it. Okay. You hit that pillar. Ah!
Well, it
No,
does
that's
return to me.
it's a nat one. Oh yeah. I forgot. Taking the actions.
Yeah, I'll move that way. Across the difficult terrain.
Da-da-da-da.
Not corner. Quarter.
Oh, yeah.
The joke can be called
Enzert.
Can't see inside of the mist that I created.
Correct.
Inside of your mess.
You may.
My scoops out the sewer water and starts
No.
boiling it.
This cornered rat is going to attempt to
Purify
attack.
food and drink.
Does a 20 hit you?
Have
Yes.
goes away.
That will potentially dealing a single point of damage. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
It does not hit the mischance. Does an 11 hit you? Okay, great. Dr. Tone.
Oh. I
Yeah.
thought it would be dead.
We're trying.
Shane, are you still below half? Is anyone else missing health?
I mean,
Why did you move away then?
I'm scared.
But not anymore.
Another miss?
You were confident. You were in your happiness.
A spooky, scary room.
I'm just going to assume the very large and in charge barbarian next to me has that covered. Can I double move to get to the other side of the room? Like where he is, but on the other side? At 60?
Too difficult terrain.
It's not.
You
the difficult terrain's gone.
Those were words.
Sure.
You take an action.
I'm assuming it's my turn.
Oh yeah.
That's an 81 to hit.
That will potentially strike your mind.
26 to hit.
Oh, be gentle.
19.
How much over?
It had 4 HP.
Oh, so 10.
10 over.
You know in Skyrim,
So then 14
that's
zero.
And just like that,
Womp womp.
we are out
It's
of
it.
combat.
So the first thing.
And we're still raging.
Yeah.
What does your demonic person say?
There's a door in front of me?
Yes.
Kicks it down.
So we just hear
I'm gonna
that.
kick it down.
The door splinters and shatters.
Am I able to walk through it?
Help yourself.
Or no?
You can squeeze through the space, yes.
I'm gonna look into it first.
Leaning down, you see a staircase that ascends up for about 20 feet.
Is it gonna be rough getting up there enlarged?
Yeah, quarters your speed.
Cool. So I'll not be enlarged. I will start walking up the stairs. I'm not even halfway through.
What do the rest of you do?
Well, there's mist there, so we don't see this happen.
You hear the door bust.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of like inspecting my chest.
going
Where that green beam hit me, and I was like, interesting. And then the door. Right, so
Are all the dog wolf worm things gone?
Yes.
I assume the splatter noise
Leaving
I heard.
only the 4 corpses.
I assume the splatter noise I just heard was the last one dying.
Ragnar? Are you okay?
Is everybody alive?
Oh,
I'll move-
You're alive.
I'll
Still
move
here.
Close to.
Where's everyone else?
can I inspect one of the sigils that they were standing on?
You may. Roll me. Yes. No, they're-
Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice a glow in there. Shit, so long.
I'm pretty sure that is a 19. It is a 19.
What do you know over there?
With a 19, this is very eerily familiar.
Oh yeah.
You do know that this is not only a summoning circle, it is a a portal to another plane of existence. You do know that with these kind of sigils, it demands a blood sacrifice to bring something of equal power into this room. Whoever creates it has to have people willingly sacrifice themselves for it to do so. It seems these people willingly did what he told them to, but it seems they didn't know what
They
it
didn't know
really
what was happening. Yeah.
Yes. It can only be done once. The sigil is now broken, completely used of all of its magic. But this is a unique type of magic that you would venture to guess that no one on the surface knew. No one in the material plane knows.
But I know.
Yes.
Okay. So it's like, I know that just because of history.
And your knowledge arcana.
Right. Couple of interesting notes.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream last night about the old man right there that hit me with the green bean. We were
The handsome string?
best of friends, you could say.
Why do I call him handsome?
I don't know. He is pretty handsome, to be honest. We're just laying right now, just stomp up the stairs.
You get to a door.
Very cool.
Go on.
And we hear the again as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start walking that direction. I'm sorry.
Where are we going?
Into the mist?
Into the unknown.
I jumped into the sewage.
What?
Burn.
You jumped in the sewage? Oh.
As foretold.
You
Yes.
know who that was. Dance and strength.
Yeah. Your mom! Roll the net one.
I go the phone with.
That was a good burn.
I feel like I guessed it properly. Can I roll to see if I know what spell he cast on me?
The
Yeah.
thing? Yes.
16 on the dice. So 23.
And it's 10 plus double level of the spell, is that right?
Is it double level or is it 15 plus level?
One of those.
What did you get?
23.
Yeah, it's important that I know which one that is.
What are you trying to do?
Charts.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, they're in the house, sorry.
What are you trying to do?
To identify a spell with spellcraft. If it's 10 or 15, plus double level of the spell.
Plus level spell.
Plus just the
As it
level
is
of the
being
spell.
cast. Learn to spell from a spell book 15 plus. Prepare a spell.
Okay. Then yes, you do know what it was.
Yeah.
It was disintegrate.
Oh.
Jeez.
What did I do?
Not quite
to piss
figuring
them
it
off? Yes, I did. Oh. So I would say out loud, yeah, he cast Disintegrate on me, and it shot through me as if it didn't have any effect.
27. I'm like, why is that? I think I would know what would cause them.
Acknowledge the planes.
Did I also roll that?
Yes.
Sort of like me and Perry bouncing back and forth like he would ask a vision. It
As
was
we
like
make our way toward it.
Sure.
And I'm just
only 12, so.
regular. Regular.
Stepping into the room, you see this room is filled with a number of discarded and rotting items. It seems the moisture has completely destroyed most wooden furniture in this room. Some of the shelves, tables, the chairs, things like that. One thing it didn't seem to have any real effect on is a large control panel against the far wall. This control panel sits up about 3 feet off of the ground and extends out to about 6 feet wide. It has 4 levers on it. Each lever is identified with a Roman numeral. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
They are all switched in the same position, by the way.
Getting to the top.
And there is a door on the far side.
No more playthings. Guess I can let you back. And then he hits his rage.
You step in the room to see regular Ragnars.
I'm fine. Fine.
You all joined to find this.
Don't know what happened. That's me.
Well, you went into the rage state again.
So you saw it?
Yeah. You were
have
big,
the-
burly, you had black hair running down yourself.
Do you know what happened the last few weeks?
I do.
It seemed to last.
No.
It seemed to last longer this time.
Yeah.
Also, when could you make yourself bigger?
I don't know.
Neat.
That's the comforting answers.
Oh, by the way, the handsome stranger. Apparently, you guys saw him before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw him joke.
No, no, that was some other version of me that was making a funny joke.
The only other thing that you guys would notice.
Oh, you're asking? I don't care.
The
I
only
hate the guy's guts. I don't know why I hate his guts, but I hate his guts.
Doesn't seem fond of you either.
Oh yeah, based on that dream I had, neither one of us liked the other person.
The dream is what is the only clue.
He tried to deceive
And it didn't work.
So the only other thing you guys notice is on my right arm there is a tattoo of coiled around.
That wasn't there before.
Oh, it's always been wrapped up.
It'd be knowledge local.
Knowledge local, you say?
I actually have.
Same!
Love it.
Does a 10 work? I rolled a 13.
20.
With a 20, you do recognize that. That is from a tribe of the northern mountains. Forgive me, viewers, I don't have it written down what the name is. I will get that soon. I didn't expect to have to know it this evening. But of that particular mountain range, there is a barbarian tribe called the Coil. The Coil very rarely has members that venture outside of that area, and if they do, they're usually sent on a mission. But if any members of the Coil defect or are exiled, the tattoo they have is removed, along with any appendage that it may be tattooed on.
Are they aggressive?
Yes, they are typically mercenaries.
Okay. And if they're sent out on this mission, is it usually from Luncheon?
They're very rare, yes, because that's the thing they love. And very rarely do they travel alone, but it is known to happen. A member of the Coil can be alone if a mission is usually revolving around recon, but chances are other members of the Coil aren't far behind.
So
you're good.
Ragnar, are you traveling alone? Are you still part of it?
I think. I say that because I have the tattoo. That's, I don't know. To my understanding, I don't have it.
But you still
I have tattoos. I don't. Well, Bert knows what one of them is.
Yeah,
when's the last time you spoke?
How long has it been since we joined the caravan started?
It's been about 2 weeks. Little under 2 weeks.
That's 3 weeks ago. I don't really recall a lot. The last thing I remember. I was exiled.
And you have your arm.
Yes. I'm fully aware of that.
Just for in standard practice, if someone's exiled from his tribe.
Yeah, no.
I was just looking to remove the
Why do
tattoo
you know
by
this?
force. It's a really obscure history book about the local tribes. It's an interesting read. Is it something you're concerned about?
To the north.
Probably.
So there's a chance you're being followed.
Or at least sought after.
Hunted.
That'd be a better way of describing it.
Which is one more thing. I keep my sword.
I'm more concerned about the handsome stranger named Joe who shot at his simulation grenade being missed. And then he keeps teleporting away with his blue bolt. I don't know why I said keeps. I've only seen him do it once.
Well, let's worry about one thing at a time. Finish this so we can get back.
Right, but one thing, magic blue and
Wasn't
references.
that the blue
There are too
kobold?
many things.
the three things. We have too many side quests open. I
Our
don't
quest-
even know what the main
We gotta
quest
stop
is.
approaching people with exclamation points over their heads.
Well, it's one of those weird things where the side quest led us back to the main quest line. Well, isn't the blue kobold and the handsome stranger the guy who's like recruited Muriel's men? And wasn't one of those people her men?
They were.
They're
There's no actual like remains of.
They're all. Oh, we're totally going back to check those.
Okay.
Yeah.
For proof for Meryl.
The human cigarettes. As you put it.
Oh,
so
by the way,
eloquently.
and
Hearing it from you just sounds gross, though.
I lore dump about what those creatures were. In like almost too much detail.
Yes, so by the way, my kids were listening to us, and when you got to that description, my wife says, "Oh, time to go to bed."
Sorry.
It was hilarious.
Also, those creatures were not inside those people. They were summoned.
Like they were
From Joe.
No. From another plane of existence. Probably a bad one.
But Joe summoned them.
Yes and no. I assume Joe drew the sigils, willing human sacrifice, fire, hellfire, pain. Yes. The universe has told me his name is actually Handsome Joe. Smoking Joe. Good boy.
To put it all
We go-
into perspective, I do think that whatever is going on with me is the reason. But I don't know.
He's the reason.
Yeah.
A little of all the above.
So did your tribe start to play? That started us
No.
and my father.
They definitely didn't start it. I was exiled when I came back from our mission.
It can also.
There was a group of us sent out to rid of monsters in a village. Very common for what we would receive. But it's so hazy. The only thing I really remember is black.
So,
And that's it.
real quick, kind of understand what we were doing here. What are all of our activities?
And then Zerk has pulled out a pen and paper.
I'm writing it down
this. I'm like, wait a second.
There's
a lot happening. all of a
Magic
sudden.
flute that we're looking for?
Yeah.
We're
the
also
magic
sitting
flute.
inside of this control
Rat
room.
flute.
The rat flute. This one I remember.
The flute of the Rat King.
I am here.
Oh yeah, what's her face sent us
Fine,
to? Gather what? What did she send us after?
Oh, to kill the defectors and reopen the gate, I think, maybe? To rid the sewers of this other faction.
The ones we ran into.
Well, yes. It's also good to know that they're... The thing that summoned those creatures was it's a willing sacrifice that has to be done. I don't think people willingly put themselves through that pain and torture. So if we're able to convince people before we find them in more of those summoning circles, we may be able to tell them, hey, by the way, it doesn't end well for you. Just say, sometimes bloodshed isn't always the best option, which is a weird thing for me to say.
Solves a lot.
I'm sure. I can throw bombs. That's it.
So, to make sure I'm all on the right page, we're looking for a mission. I'm looking for Dara. We're trying to completely eradicate another faction in the sewer. We got the whole thing going on with Handsome Joe. Okay?
For
All that stuff. We have your sister. We have literally your entire friggin' life. And we have now
It's
you
funny,
are being
it's right down
hunted
here.
down. I'm missing it.
I wouldn't say we, but I.
I don't know where my political arrows are coming from. If you want to add that to the list of things.
Whoever murdered Kava is still on the
Oh, and there's a random frog that talks too.
Watch yourself.
That's
Only we can call ourselves friends.
That was his tongue snapping.
Oh, I'm gonna start doing that.
Tongue whip?
Tongue whip!
He just vaporizes a fly.
Did
I
you
do that
imagine
with bigger
the end of your
things.
tongue moving, the end of your tongue breaking the sound barrier? That's what makes the sound of a whip.
Like a mantis shrimps.
There was a dinosaur that could whip its tail like that and create a sonic boom.
yeah, the Dilophosaurus.
Sure. Also, I found out a weird thing about Titanosaur. They think that it had visual air sacs that it could inflate down its neck to attract mates, because it had the same kind of bone structure of a bird that has the same thing. So they know that like it can move air into that part of its body, but they don't know like why or what it looked like. Ew. Anyway.
Also, with my thing, there may be occasional nightmare driving. What?
I'm sorry.
Maybe.
It's
Brother, you were going to have to be way more specific than
It's just a dream.
Our brothers?
you are now.
He's his brother.
Yes.
Alright. Motherfriggin' dragons on this motherfriggin' plane of existence.
Maybe.
potentially.
I'm sorry. What?
Run that by me one more time.
Like I said, it's all just a dream I had.
Did we all
Nice.
have dreams
Yes.
last night?
Typically.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
How did
I
it?
agree.
dreams
Dreaming days
of
gone by.
significance.
How did it start?
Okay. I was observing my father at a younger age.
Before that.
I laid down, closed my eyes, and got real comfortable.
I'm trying to get to a specific part of the dream. But whatever.
He was starting at
The
the
He
worm.
he started.
Started at the beginning.
The worm cocoon.
Oh yeah, the worm.
Did that happen for everybody?
Yes.
He landed everyone but him.
Nope.
And he got
Everybody is a nope.
I forgot.
You were the only one that it didn't happen to.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
In the worm cocoon. The giant.
Oh,
Because everything I do is for a reason.
because I had the same beginning.
Oh, you did?
I also
Oh, you did?
Did you?
I did not have that.
The beginning of the dream.
Yes, you did.
The worm.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Sorry, it's been a hot second since that dream.
Oh, it's only like 3 weeks and it's fine. I did not. I can count.
I had my dream before then. Yeah, actually.
3 weeks.
It was
like I said.
described before then.
Right.
But yeah.
Because you didn't really get a full like action sequence,
Right.
whereas we did.
Yeah. So there's a whole wormy dream inspired.
And we're underneath the island of knowledge.
Yes. Underneath the church. It's listed as having called
I just want to throw this out there, but mine didn't start that way. All of y'all did.
It's probably
Hey, how is that?
Well, what kind of blood is it?
Black.
Take it from someone who knows. That matters.
All I know is it's blood.
Don't give me that look, David.
Does it have to be blood at all?
That is true. I don't really know what it is.
I don't have it. Have I used my roll at
Not this
this
one.
level? Knowledge Arcana?
This would be the.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Planes are
Yeah, you haven't this time.
Planes or Arcana?
It'd be planes.
What you got? So it was a 4. Rolled to an 18.
And roll back over.
So that's a 26 total.
Did you roll the 2?
I feel like now that I've seen it in up close and personal.
I saw it.
I didn't roll.
We all heard
I
it.
saw it.
I heard it.
I seen it.
I didn't declare it.
Doesn't matter if you.
How
did it.
many times have, like, Delaney says, I want to make a perception check. I go, oh, I'll make one too, and go ahead and roll.
I still didn't declare it.
Alright,
You
I will remember this for the future.
I'm sorry. I will let you keep that roll, but it'd be it'd be dungeoneering.
Oh, it's a dungeoneering roll?
It is.
Can I give that roll to him?
No.
Can I roll?
You may.
Because it would only be a 10.
20.
With a 20, you've heard of Black Blood before. Black Blood is located in a cavern in the Darklands in the realm of Orb, which is one of 8 vaults in a subterranean cave system that very few people know of, heard of, or have ever seen.
Not the Underdark.
Yes, it is in the Underdark. It is a dangerously cold black ooze, and in the area that the land of the Black Blood is from, it has seeped out in the past. There are creatures that carry the Black Blood with them, and it gives them different and odd abilities. Black Blood is a necromantic substance. It is the antithesis of life. However, the Black Blood has everything you know about the Black Blood is not like this. Like
It's not infectious.
it's not infectious, and it can have physically altering properties, like what you have seen with Ragnar, but it doesn't explain Ragnar's, like, his lapse in memory. It doesn't explain other things that have been happening to Ragnar. But it can give people altering abilities like it has him. But like what you saw, the reason that thought never came to you is Black Blood doesn't do anything else that you've seen it do. This is new.
Question.
So there's a big doubt that it's Black Blood. Yeah, but you have heard of that.
And you've not been traveling in the Underdark. That's
Well,
besides the encountered?
I have come across one.
Was it elaborate? Cool.
I don't fully remember everything. There was one battle that we all went on to, and I was knocked out. But there was this black figure that looked like moose that we were fighting, but it was very chaotic. The thing that I can remember the most is these villagers' eyes were all black and had the ink running down like you mentioned. It's one of the reasons why. It's one of the reasons I made sure you were safe. I know what it can do.
Where was this?
But I don't even remember that.
You do remember it was in near the northern tribes,
That's
but
fine.
like specifics, no.
Just one of the tribes. I haven't can't call where.
And northern bounds would be above Ambrose.
Yes.
Like in the next big city closest would be Ambrose. As if they were.
Oh, if you come down, yes. The only kingdom that is north of Ambrose is a dwarven kingdom located deep in the mountain.
Can I roll knowledge geography?
Yep. Well, he does that. Has Perry ever mentioned anything about the 8 keys? Or have you mentioned the keys to us? Or did you only mention that after council
With
meeting?
Brett.
Okay.
But I was going to hear from that.
Well, whatever this is obviously been trickling south. And it seems as if something is obviously within me.
So we can maybe find a cure for Ragnar. We can use that.
Ragnar isn't infectious. Everything
No,
you've
but-
described so far with the plague that haunts your village.
But maybe
Is it
you're a doctor. Maybe we can do some experiments with it. Can we draw some?
Wait,
of his
wait,
blood,
wait.
or-
On me?
It's sort of like an innate response. I go, I don't do that anymore.
Did you hoard up any of your knowledge on this, like the Underdark or anything like that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just in conversation with him. Like, if you ask questions.
So you don't just outright know?
No, I'm just out right now.
Okay.
Alright, one thing at a time. Let's.
What are those letters?
Like I want to do this numbers.
We're in this like tall room.
Yeah, I know
just
that-
go, what do those letters?
I just imagine Damon just being like, "This is fun and everything."
Anything happening out there?
Space
Shuts the door.
Quick, change the channel.
Are we going to continue playing, or are we going to?
I don't
Yeah,
prefer
is that okay?
That's totally fine.
If something big happens, we'll
no.
quit. So Manzarek's got to go early for tonight. We're going to keep rolling for just a little bit longer, kind of push the story along a little bit further. Further. But yes, we promise not to do anything life altering without you.
I appreciate that.
Life altering.
We appreciate you staying late as you have.
Yeah.
We love you.
So do the levers do anything?
What do you do?
Did Damon did you press the levers?
I do inspect the device, but I don't.
Roll me knowledge engineering.
I don't have knowledge.
You have no idea what these
So
are.
praise.
You may.
They are worth.
These are nice livers.
14.
It's a mixture of stone and steel.
Okay.
The material components will probably fit you like a few copper.
Describe the device. So it has levers on it.
So yeah,
Can't
you're
run
not
me.
gonna, Max, you're not gonna miss any of anything.
Good night, everybody.
3 by 6 feet, 4 levers, each labeled with a Roman numeral.
Okay. As stated, first one goes there.
The only thing I heard was there was the device in the room, and then so everything else started happening. So. Have a good night, man.
So,
Be good, be safe. Take some cheese ball.
Ah!
Chaos, chaos.
for podcast listeners,
That's on
we almost
camera.
lost the name of this right game.
Not sponsored, but
An empty can.
We have
Literally will take any sponsorship.
less than 20 subscribers, and Sprite's like, hey!
Hey, no one wants us.
We're sponsored by the pens.
I should break it. He's fine. I'll leave him here. He's not resident.
I lost an arm.
Do you want to take Big Ray out of home?
No. Nicole already told me about it. It's too big.
Yeah, but do you want to fix this?
Oh, I'll let her look at it.
Well, isn't it the same way?
It is the same wing, and I think that's funny. I think it's actually really funny.
So canonically,
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it.
Anyway, what do y'all do?
and they're all in the same position.
Yes. Which is unflipped.
Is there any signs of what these would go to around
Roman and preserve.
it?
See you, goodbye.
See ya.
What one?
21, inspecting the room. Not that you see.
Everybody listen very carefully.
which one are you flipping? Lever number 1, my lord.
I was a 27 perception.
Run, lever!
I rolled a 27 perception to see if I heard anything.
He starts writing
He wants to see
furiously.
if you heard.
Nothing appears to happen.
Those are the worst. If I DM it, it'd be like if enemies are moving, like in the shadows, it'll be like enemy activity. You're like, what's going on?
What is this, XCOM?
You hear this noise as the entirety of the facility that you're standing in begins to vibrate. And not gently, violently. Dust begins to drop from the hewn stone above your head as the ground beneath you rumbles, and from the other room, you hear the sound of rushing water.
Oh.
The room that you just came from.
Can I go down and inspect that room?
Yes!
Let us know what to see.
Descending down the stairs, you see that this entire area is completely void of water. The canal now sits 20 feet lower than it was, just a big old pit. There's a drain in the center of it where all the water has escaped to. You also see that through this area here is an area that you can easily walk through. It's almost created like another hallway.
Touching the rope, I tell it to attach to the door I just came in from. And then I say not.
And then he goes spelunking.
Also, the rope is 100 feet and it knots to a 60-foot rope.
Nice.
I say, I found the tunnel. The water drain.
Oh.
Please don't flick it again. I like go to take a step, but I was like, wait. Don't move the lever.
Wrong lever.
I don't want to drown again.
I can.
Oh, never mind. I blocked out the.
Did you know that thing that almost happened to me twice?
Oh, yeah.
I almost drowned. It was a near drowning experience.
Did you die?
Once?
Yep.
Going into this canal, you enter into another spacious room. This one being 15 feet wide at its most narrow and 20 foot wide at its widest. So it kind of makes like a pyramid shape. You step in still in this pit. Looking to either side, you see there are sigils and carvings all over the wall. Taking 10 on Arcana.
17.
With a 17, you would recognize these sigils as all being necromantic in nature. And also, as you look over all of this, you see that there are staircases that lead up to a blackened altar. Standing above the altar is a attractive, pale-skinned and ebony-haired woman. She stands bare-chested, her hair draping down over her shoulders, and her hands extended out. It's a statue. You do see that the carving of her depicts this gorgeous woman beginning to rot and decay along her rib cage, turning into nothing but a spine, and then bare pelvis and leg bones.
I wouldn't know.
You could roll knowledge religion if you have it.
6.
You have no idea who this is. On the altar, you see that there is blood. Lots and lots of blood. Sitting on the altar, cocked at an angle, you see that there is an axe. This is a great axe. This great axe has a wide blade to it. The corner of it dug into the black marble altar. You see that there are chips taking out of it, not giving it a broken look, but giving it a vicious kind of edge to it. You see that it comes off the back in a spike, and the shaft of it seems to be wrapped in an odd leather of some kind. You see at the very end of it, there is a claw. In this claw, there is a ball of amber, and trapped within that ball of amber looks to be a moth of some kind, with a skull on the center of its back.
Look around there. Don't tell you what to do.
Do it.
So I just know the sigils are evil. Would I know that they cast spells of any kind?
Do you have Detect Magic?
I do now. I have the ability to detect magic.
Detecting,
I cast the spell Detect Magic.
casting,
So true.
casting the spell Detect Magic.
The pettiest wizard trap.
You wash over all of the objects in the room.
This room is only 20 feet wide.
At its widest.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is 20 feet long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this room was much bigger.
You're also standing in a 20-foot pit.
Yeah.
So washing your hand over all of these sigils, none of them are magic in order. But the axe is.
Hey, Ragnar.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one that requires your expertise. Why don't Damon and Perry come too?
Yeah, we'll go.
Let us.
Is there anything down there?
I didn't do it, by the way. My rope is tied such that it's a DC 5 climb check to go up.
Is there a way to tie the leather to burn so it doesn't accidentally fall out?
Sure.
Well, it was up and you pulled it down.
Correct.
Whatever. I just don't want shenanigans.
I feel ya. Bungee code. Moderate necromancy, by the way.
Moderate.
We go head down the passageway.
Dropping into the pit, you step into a room that is 15 feet at its narrowest and opens up 20 feet at its widest. You see that there are You see the things that are
Should I take time to actually identify the X?
And I also have
Yes!
knowledge religion. Let's see if I can identify the
Spellcraft. 21.
With a 21, you would recognize this as a vicious axe.
Uh-oh.
It is a +1 great axe first and foremost, but this special ability can only be placed on melee weapons. When a vicious weapon strikes an opponent, it creates a flash of disruptive energy that resonates between the opponent and wielder. This energy deals an extra 2d6 points of damage to the opponent and 1d6 points of damage to its wielder.
So, looking at Ragnar as you come down, it's like, that is a vicious act.
Yeah.
That's what all.
Is it black in color?
The blade is, yes, with a silver edge.
That's pretty. You need me to get it down?
You want
That
to go
was a
next?
no! I grab it and try to pull it off.
When you reach up and like you climb out of the pit, I assume.
Yeah.
I assume you use the rope.
Yeah.
Semantics. You walk over to the axe, laying hold of it. All of you see Ragnar's head snap back. This pulse of negative energy rolls over the entirety of this area, and you see Ragnar become obscured in a dark mist. It washes over you as you see the statue of the woman look down at you. She grins and she reaches out towards you with a vicious smile. Suddenly, another hand reaches out and grabs her by the wrist as you look and you see the darkened visage of yourself with that ichor running down his face as he looks up at her and says, "No, this one is mine." You snap out of it and you stumble back with the axe in hand. You are now bound to this blade. You cannot use any other weapons except this one. However, the effects of Vicious are almost negated. You will not take the 1d6 damage when you use it, but it will deal 1d6 damage to whomever you strike instead of the 2d6. This is a unique ability that only happens to Ragnar.
Did we witness that?
You saw the black smoke, but then it dissipates and Ragnar steps.
I rolled a 19 on knowledge religion. Do I recognize the deity?
You do recognize that deity. Too late to really warn anybody. This is Ergotha.
Oh no. Oh no. I've not heard great things about that one.
Because there is none.
The Varisian goddess of physical excess, disease, and the undead. She is mostly worshipped by dark necromancers, the undead, and those wishing to become undead. Sometimes those who live gluttonous lifestyles make supplication to her, as do those suffering from serious illness.
We're gonna go with
This
serious
is
illness.
not a good place, guys. Ragnar, are you okay?
I'm gonna take it none of y'all saw that.
So what?
You got covered in black mist.
Oh, I got covered. Oh, that's good.
Now
That's
you
cool.
have an
Yeah,
axe.
yeah.
Looks cool.
Yeah. So,
You should probably get rid of that.
do I know that I'm bound to it? Like, is it a feeling?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think we're a little past that.
You would also know that it is much weaker in your hands than it would be in everyone else's, but it also isn't going to damage you for 1d6 damage every time you use it.
Yeah. So the payoff is negated because of.
The damage it deals is halved, but you're not taking damage from it.
But it's 1d6
The
additional.
extra damage.
Instead
Then
of 2.
Yeah, it's a +1 great axe that does 1d6 necromantic damage.
Not 1d6 additional damage.
1d6 additional.
Okay, so it does.
Instead of it being 2, and then also hit me for a 1d6.
Yeah, but it's battle axe.
And it's also bound to him.
Managing. It's 4 levels. It's 5 minutes. Use 9.
Or we accidentally flood out the
I feel like that might be a
So
benefit.
that's already happened.
So there, to take it, there is nothing else down this pathway.
No, there are doors.
What about that amber?
There was.
In the hilt of the axe.
Is the hill.
Yeah.
What is this an ember looking eye? Or
Moss
just
with the skull on its back.
oh, it's just a okay.
It's a moth
Like
trapped in
the
amber.
mosquito from Jurassic Park.
Identify
Yes.
that?
It's a death head moth.
Silence of the Lambs. Me. Back up. Up and down.
I
So,
would just like to say, one of three-part apology. that I don't know what is happening to me, but there was a vision when I touched this.
I tried to tell you about the necromantic.
Damon dislikes that.
Damon will remember this.
So, this deity, I take it, is one that takes as well as gives?
That's a him question.
That's our Gotha. She is not good to get.
Well,
And anything associated with
Oh, I
should
could have
be
told you from the runes.
relinquished immediately.
see, the problem with that is this weapon's bound.
Me. Are you bound to Orgotha?
No.
Oh no.
No. I'm not bound to it. It is bound to me.
So
I am the scarier of the two things, apparently.
So whatever is going on with me is able to rival her. As it specifically stated that I belong to him.
You are not making my heart feel any better.
Knowledge about just like bindings like that?
Knowledge arcana.
Just roll me a d20.
But black eyes.
Is that knowledge arcana?
For bindings, yeah.
Oh, so I can roll that?
Sure.
Arcana, you say?
Mm-hmm. What'd you get on the dice?
17.
No.
Just no.
That's
That's a 20 on every die.
25. I tried.
It is a unique thing, unique only to this adventure path. So yeah,
What do I know?
with a nat 1. Oh boy.
Bonus.
Merry bonus. So if that is the case, then that means that he is possessed by a dark god.
Sure, that's right.
This dark god that is kind of taking him over and causing this black ichor is possibly what has caused what has happened to Ambrose, which would make him patient 0.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's not funny, but it is kind of screwed up, isn't it?
You're making this hard!
Look, this isn't the deck of many things
It's
here.
not good!
There's some
Ignore me.
I think we should go do something that needs to be described.
Whoa.
Well,
So you are bound to this dark god. Deity.
you said it was a god?
Pointing to her, I go, no,
That's how
not
binding. That's how this sort of binding works.
her? No.
He's
No. And in such,
uh-huh.
I'm saying this relationship with this dark god
Uh-huh.
would have made him
Uh-huh.
the origin.
Uh-huh.
Wait, you're thinking the...
How long ago did the scream start? How long ago did you black out?
So it tracks.
Circumstantial
Hang
evidence.
on. You're saying the binding. I'm
This is
saying
what we
the
find
only
out
thing
this
that
is-
I'm still bound to is the weapon. After touching
So
it.
the fact that you saw a vision of some god that you are bound
I wouldn't say it was with a god, it was just me. But with the black imp.
This other presence, maybe?
Yeah, it feels like. Let's put this in retrospect. So you know how when I've been raging,
No.
I feel
Yes.
like I'm getting like when I'm barbarian rages, we get stronger. Lately, it seems like something different, and then this time, I was trapped inside my own body, watching me do things when it wasn't me. Hearing the voice that I had in my dream that I've been hearing feel like may have come from the village we went to. Is what is me, if that makes sense. That's the
Are you in control?
Can't. You just said you can't. Wasn't in control.
Is he?
I
doing
wasn't
it
in
now?
control whenever I was raging.
Wasn't in control.
Is he bleeding now? No. Didn't you say that your people didn't stop?
Because they died.
He's not dead.
Good point.
So he's different.
Maybe his tribe has special connections with this.
Yeah, and you have a ferret that your dad teleported with you to here. Like, we live in a world of magic and fantasy. Sure, his tribe can have
It's not
special.
fantasy, bro. It's reality.
How many books did you read?
A lot.
To put it bluntly, I don't think it is. I don't think whatever this is a god in life for it to put her in a spot where
Spitballing here. Maybe that statue is not a full embodiment of Orgotha, this undead god. Maybe that was just a vestige of her power. Well, with my clerical abilities, are able to do similar things to that. You saw me summon spiritual weapons.
Who's your
Oh,
I do.
yeah, he
Where did
won't
that
tell
voice
me.
come
Burn is on my shoulder.
has been the whole house.
Also, mechanically, I give you +2 to Arcana and Spellcraft.
Oh, thanks. I will actually add that.
No, only if I want to.
He will add that when he wants to.
So you know what powers his cleric stuff?
No, I never said that. I said I know who it belongs to.
He knows the origin of the bunch.
Oh.
Question, though, real quick, not to derail whatever this is. Why should I tell you? Oh, that's sweet.
And I won't let Robbie near you.
Oh, that is sweet. So much scratching. So much duking.
It's also why I haven't asked him directly. He, as an evil necromantic skull with a jabberjaw bone, has no reason to tell me.
But I can tell you this. It's not a holy symbol.
Well, I have two.
Neither of them are holy symbols.
What
Just
kind of
because
a
they
ritual?
act as holy symbols doesn't make them holy symbols. Moderately.
What kind of a group am I
Mildly.
with?
I feel like
Starting
your
to
butt
question
is
that
associated.
You don't have to take her name with you. I asked Amos, the player.
But it could be fun.
So
Give it a try.
In character, you're starting to sound more and more like Beetlejuice. Just saying. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but
I can almost sound like a lot of people.
I'll take it.
Damon, as Amos last. A question,
Yeah.
and I know this might be a touchy subject.
Uh-huh.
With you being ex-Justicar, can you do the thing that that one guy did? To take good and evil?
Loser.
What do you know?
A lot.
You were a hermit crab's home for a little bit.
I feel
And where have you been for the last years?
I don't know, 3 weeks ago I woke up
At
with
least
a-
I know where I've been.
Yeah.
I named him Jimmy.
Yeah, you were
Jimmy the Crab.
you were dunked in a whole bunch
Can
of
we move
sewage.
on?
Let us go back to the lever room, unflip this one, and flip another one and see what
So it's a battle axe.
Great axe.
I think it does go from like this to this. Like
Forget you.
one-handed to two-handed.
It's also double-sided.
Well, this one is one-sided this way. Think Darius's axe? That's the picture I got in my head.
Theatrically, mechanically, it's a great axe.
How about like Escobar
Yeah,
from
but-
Seven Deadly Sins?
Especially
Most
with the
Most of them are pictured with keyboards.
look.
So you're just not gonna
Da 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 da. What?
Why should I? It's even funner. More fun not to know.
And yet it bothers me so much.
Yeah.
You just tell me.
I could. But I'm not going to.
And I don't like
Spoilers. Spoilers. Doctor Who fans.
Who are you talking to?
I've been breaking the fourth wall left and right. Anyway.
It's Poolhead.
So we go back
I
to
think it's head pool, isn't it?
Head Pool. There you go.
Yeah.
we go back to the liver room.
I am pool head.
Yes.
Stepping back into room with lever.
Yes.
Can we unflick one?
When you grab one to unflick it,
Neat.
I undo the bunch cord. And then I try.
would have been funny.
It would have been
but no.
funny.
You should pull all of them
That sounds like a dangerous thing.
at the same time.
That sounds like too
You
much
know
for
what
me.
they do?
I don't have engineering.
You don't have
It's a
anything.
specifically spellcraft and arcana.
I'll just try number 2.
Pick number 3, my lord.
I also feel like we got really lucky that the room we just were in was the one that the warrior came from.
The real question is if you flip all of them, or at least not unflip some of them, if it continues.
Also remember the steam room was broken.
Broken?
Yeah, all the pipe. Whether that was by the steam methods or another creature. Also, Bern, are you resistant to fire damage?
no.
Okay.
I grabbed the second.
I'm
lever.
resistant to being thrown.
I grabbed the second lever. Pull it in.
It's not the rushing water goes above your head.
I chose number 2, my lord.
When you pull the lever, you feel the ground give a soft, and you hear this noise just outside the door.
I look just outside the door.
Opening the door, you find a hallway, one that is wide, 10 feet across. You see on the far side 2 doors, and then you see to your right immediately that a canal. The canal disappears to the right. But what it does is it seems as it's coming into your field of vision, it turns, flows up north, and then turns left into a wall. So it is flowing underneath the wall, similar to how this room was.
Okay.
You see directly beside that canal is a door leading into whatever that is. When you look to your left, you see there is a large, kind of like metallic door, one of those circular metallic doors with the crank open to it. You see it it looks like it has just jostled as dust is flowing out from either side of it.
Lean my head back in the room. Guys, you're never gonna believe this.
You'd be surprised what I don't know.
The architecture has changed. I lead them outside and show
You've
them.
never been in this room.
Right.
In this hallway, right?
Oh, we've never been in that house.
No.
Oh, I thought these were. I thought these were the 2 doors we were talking about.
No, you had everything I just described to you, you've never seen before.
Got it.
Yes, because you went upstairs into room, heard the noise, went through the door you've never been through.
Got it.
I mean, we did
I
go
just-
through that door, though.
I described it.
I look outside the door.
He was telling the truth.
Don't.
You're right.
The most unbelievable.
Of all of us, I'm the one they choose not to believe. For reasons.
I know what your glasses say.
So,
What happened in this room?
we take a look
Did
at
did
that.
I see the dust still falling in?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So open the new door on the left.
the big porthole?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
I step back into the room.
Roll me knowledge to engineering.
Just like,
Anyone that wants.
Nat 20 for example.
Woo!
roll a 4 for a 13.
With your nat 20, I'll just go ahead and give it to you. This is the portal that Meryl was originally talking about. This is the portal that will lead you back to the Pirates Cove.
Great.
Yes.
So then we're good. We're done.
So, side quest checked off.
Yes. Technically, we're done.
But there's like sub-objectives.
Technically, you're not.
But where's my new heart piece?
For that,
For that.
that's what I meant.
That's
I
like
meant for that.
sub-objective taken care of. We have another sub-objective.
Yes.
Finding the flute that plays rats.
No, killing all the defectors. Or taking care of them. There's a lot more.
It's at least 2 more.
She said it doesn't.
So anyways, more levers or just go for it?
Should we check out that door on the right?
There's a lot of doors.
There are 3 doors on the right.
Does any of this feel like we're doubling back?
No.
I feel like we might have to. I pulled the other 2 levers.
At the same time?
Kshing, kshing.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check, everybody.
I needed to know. It bounced and then rolled over my cards to roll back on the 20.
Oh, cool.
For a total,
It was a nat 20?
27.
Was it a nat 20? Yeah, don't know.
27.
18.
Where have you been? Everyone except Ragnar.
Pulling lever!
When you're a barbarian, you can unflip it. It doesn't matter what the lever wants to do.
It's still like this, but it's now bent. So you all hear this door right here unlock and open.
Oh,
The other lever made no distinguishing sound. Distinction sound.
or extinguishing.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a door there. Neat.
Let's go down that door first.
Yeah.
Which requires us going back down the hallway.
Alright, we do that thing.
Is the mist gone?
Yes. Going back down the stairs, you round the now giant pit. Turn. Also, that would have been a much cooler obstacle if y'all would have like drained that first before you went into the room. You just like kick things into it. Anyway, you turn. You see that there is another 5-foot chamber in front of you. I hesitate to call it a hallway. It is 5 foot by 5 foot, and you see a door in front of you that hangs ajar. And the only reason I call it a door is because it is now open. Before, if you were to look at this, it is simply a wall with a carving of a radio in front of it. Sword aloft, wings, cloak, falcon.
I go through first.
Pushing the door open, you are greeted with a sight you did not expect to see. Not quite. You see a modest little living area. The floor's made of wood. The sides are kind of a rustic, kind of wooden build to them. A ceiling that rises up to a point. You see that there is a small table. A meek fire smolders in a fireplace. And you see an old man hunched over what looks to be a cup of tea. He shakes as he raises it up to his bearded lips, and then he turns to look up at you and regard all of you. Oh, I wasn't expecting company. Please, come in.
Are there any egresses from this room other than the door leads down? The room beyond
He,
is...
he pushed into the room beyond.
The hallway?
Yes.
I kind of give sidelong glances to my companions.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes, that's
I'm going to do a heal check.
You may.
See if he's cold or...
For what again? Sense motive? Seems genuine.
That is 17 on him.
He's old.
tea smell?
No. It has a very earthy smell to it, but it is not high-end like you were used to.
Taking it, or
Are you making that with
Sure, water. No, this is from the river. The one just outside my home.
as I sit, and before I sit down, I do something that looks awkward because I haven't done it in a
I
while.
sort of hold up my hand. I'm good, thank you.
But I give the Justicar greeting, which is touching the middle of the forehead, and then I sit down in the chair across with him. What are you doing down here all alone?
Oh, down here, this is my home. I have lived on the outskirts of Drinkport for many years.
He sits down at the table.
But unfortunately, the church has released me of my responsibilities. I have committed acts against Orati. I have ruined sacred objects. And now I owe the church 300 gold pieces, of which I have none to give.
Oh, I'm sorry. 100 gold pieces.
Down here for penance?
Down here?
You're here for penance?
No, this is my home. I'm here simply waiting for judgment. The Justicars will come in the morning to claim what gold I don't have. And then I will pay for what I've done with my life. But don't let me bother you with my tales of woe. Sit, rest. You look so tired.
He points toward the door you just came through.
I look on the other side of the door.
You see the 5x5 chamber.
No, like, we saw the stone,
Yeah.
so I look on the other side of that stone wall to see if it looks like a regular wooden door. Or is it the stone?
Oh, like you're...
Yeah.
No. The door remains the same, but the room itself is different.
So am I allowed to drink this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it not to your liking?
It will make this.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I do have some water if you'd prefer.
So when he looks away, I conjure water and just a series of cups.
Fast.
So
Tell me, what brings you here?
Just traveling through.
Oh, well, safe journeys. May Orati guide your path.
How long have you been waiting
Oh, go maybe a month now. They've given me time to collect the money, but these hands can't work the way they used to. This back doesn't carry weight anymore, and these legs can hardly move.
Sure.
Can I make a perception check on him to see if there's anything odd?
Yes.
Do I get my
Yes.
Swear.
With a 22, it doesn't feel like a trap, but there is something here. Something can be triggered for something to occur. With a 22, you know that this is a magically induced thing that's happening. Whether it's a vision or a hallucination or an illusion, you're not sure, but you do know that something can come of what's happening here.
I would, without arousing suspicion, maybe so I'm trying to like walk around the room and just like through the walls and touching things.
stealthily as I can.
Sort
Roll
of
me a will save.
to assist him.
And I'll give you a +2.
7, 18.
With an 18, you press, and it feels like wood. It all feels real. You can even feel the breeze flowing through the slits in the wood.
David,
What?
do you have spare gold?
What did you destroy or allow to happen?
It was a small stone sigil for rating. I was cleaning. It's all I was really good for anymore. I knocked it over and shattered.
As it can't hurt me. But what happened?
Will be executed.
What do you get taken? Yeah, roll that thing.
I don't even know what I'm doing. Sense motive or
You could do knowledge religion.
knowledge religion? Yeah.
Or if this is common, like practice for rating.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like a rating. 25.
With a 25, that doesn't feel like a rating. Like, this is not a thing a rating would do. Like, Justicars would not kill him for that, and if he served as a Justicar, he would be highly respected and taken care of, and it seems like he's none of those things.
Right. What was your place with the Justicars?
I was a loyal servant, protecting the church.
And when this happened, who of the Justicars arrested you?
Valmir. Valmir was the head Justicar.
Roll me knowledge history.
Very bonus.
Yes, I'll give you +2.
Almost a 20. 11.
Okay, 19.
Valmir the current. Was that was the name of the leader of the Justicars when I left Grimhor, wasn't it?
I don't think so. Did I goof?
Trying to think. Bring it back.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm sorry, I don't have any food to offer.
I think we're good. It's more of
It's a trap?
Oh, yeah, what?
Nothing?
if I hear that, can I make a perception check to see if to peer through the illusion?
It'd be will save.
I will attempt.
You will save.
I will not. It was only an
So, as for my memory of what the Justicar, how the Justicar code works, something like that is not a death sentence.
No.
So, I'm very, very firm and stern right now. Right? You come with us.
To where?
We will take you to a place where we can help you to speak with the Justicars.
You'll take me to the Rady Temple.
Yep, it's just outside the door. And
Oh,
when we get there, you'll help.
Can I like sort of assist him and help him move back and forth?
young man.
I've been called bats before.
What, man?
Yeah.
You help him out the door? Crossing that threshold, as you step through in the blink of an eye, he's no longer there.
Is it just an empty window?
If you turn back and look, you see the old man sitting there with his teacup.
Like, what did we see from inside there?
You see, you like watch him, and then you turn back, and he's back at the table.
I go back in there. Hello there.
Oh, hello. Visitors. Would you like some tea?
Sure. I drink it.
Roll me a will save.
18.
It's delicious.
That's a high will save. You
Drink the tea, Damon.
No, just
Jesus.
I murder the old man.
have we met before?
I don't believe so.
He has the all toppers.
Only some of the timers.
He understands.
Wait,
How much?
I drink that.
You are awaiting execution
Yes.
for breaking a sacred item.
Yes. Holy symbol.
Jessica do not execute such actions, such mistakes, even willful destruction of property still would not bring down that sentence.
I wish that was so.
It is so.
What year is it? As I drink the tea, it's a 25.
He tells you it's 150 years prior than the year it is now.
What is your
25
name?
Yeah,
You what now? Oh, you drank with a 25 will save?
yeah.
As you do so, the cup is gone. There is no tea. There is no cup. It is not real.
So I created one earlier. They're just.
Oh, it's just on the floor.
There is no spoon. What is your name?
So I drink the tea. And I just.
I am Alverheim.
And I just look.
And
Roll me a will save.
So I was like, when I drink the tea and I'm looking at me, I just let go.
You see it drop. Unless you roll a will save.
do I recognize the name?
21.
21? When you look at the old man and you focus, he is not there. The voice is, though. You can hear the voice as if it is being created. But he himself is not really there.
How much?
You can roll me an
10 is the most I can.
How have you been attempting to gain money to repay?
I have tried to work the fields. I have tried to work the docks. But these hands are not what they used to be. This back can't carry the weight that it had. These legs do not move as fast as they did in their youth.
How much do you have?
Really?
He's not there.
I have naught but my surroundings. This meek shack and the tea that I share.
Pulls that giant axe.
Like,
like my
what are you
axe, like-
doing? Because I've been so focused on this, because this is striking home. Like, what are you doing? I grab his Ragnar's arm.
Oh, you sent by the Justicar. Are you here to kill me for my debt?
Yes.
No, there is no debt. This is not right.
He's an
There's
illusion.
no deck because it's not. It can't be real. This doesn't make sense.
Strike.
Because he's not something.
I was very distracted.
So is this that thing that's happening?
Yeah.
So, your axe sinks into the ground. That pulse of energy shoots out from around it. You now stand in a 20 by 20 sized room. Okay. You see that there are stairs that lead up to a door with a symbol of a Rady once again standing there. And when that happens, you hear a voice that shakes you to the core, Damon. A voice you have heard before. And it echoes out to all of you. You have failed. And the door at the top of the stairs disappears.
Oh, we had a pay.
No, you don't understand. I stumble and I am on the ground.
And we will pick it up here next time. Thank you very much for joining us, adventurers. Remember that this has been a good day to die. See ya.